Welcome to the Sunday service, everyone. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Welcome. Sorry, I think I'm like 2-3 minutes late. I needed to make sure that we have set up everything and we are ready. The stream is starting shortly. Let's get the music on. Did I put up? I need to set up the live stream on my. How did I forget this, guys? Yikes. So I need to pin Stacy's live stream on my channel chat so that you guys can find it easily. So just give me a moment to do that real quick, and then give me a moment to do that real quick. I'm going to pin it so that you guys can support her on the other side. Hey, be okay. Thank you so much for that membership. Thank you so much. Welcome to I Am Tribe Goga. Welcome, be okay. And thank you so much for that blessing. May your pot brim in abundance. I see Trini in the house. Jaden, thank you so much for the membership as well. I saw your membership earlier on. Was it yesterday? SMS, nice to see you. Title Pro, welcome, everyone. Thanks so much for coming in. So connect to the connect and also watch the co-host. I was at JD's birthday party. This is how I forgot to put up the link, and I forgot to put up Stacy's link on top of my chat. So because I was at the party, so I just left the party not so long ago. Let me tell you the things we do. So I've put Stacy's link on top of my chat, so you guys can find it there, so that you can jump over to her live stream. Yes, I already see Makado there. Nengi Willie, thanks so much for coming in. Nice to see you. I can see Stacy's chat. Favor the nurse midwife, I think, who made this connection happen. Thank you so much, Favor. Nice to see you. Yes, guys, welcome. This is going to be an amazing conversation. You want to be part of this beautiful conversation. Kwaki Lily, welcome. How is Germany? Nice to see you. Nengi Willie, I love your name. And BOK has been an amazing job welcoming people. I can see. Welcome in, Kwaki Lily. And Kwaki Lily, thank you so much for the amazing job getting Marcus monetized. I was so happy to be on his live stream early this week when he was celebrating that milestone. Yeah, you can see my beautiful co-host is ready on time, unlike some people. I will not mention their names. There are some people here who had an interview at the Sunday service and they were still applying their makeup when the Sunday service was starting. Are you seeing how you come to the Sunday service on time? Unlike some people, they're already here on the chat. Let me not mention their names. Trini is laughing. Title Pro, I liked your thumbnail. I don't know that Anastasia was able to send you whether Anastasia was able to send you that profile picture that I thought will be amazing for your channel. But yes, guys, thank you so much. Makado is saying steady sis. Yes, she looks amazing. Yeah, she looks amazing. Guys, do me a favor. Jump over to the link that I've put on top of my chat so that you can support Stacy. We are multi-streaming, so the stream is happening both on my live stream and her live stream. So you can be great support. She's a monetized channel, recently monetized, and I'm going to introduce, and I'll be reading a biography. You will be able to get the gist. She's recently monetized as well. And she was one of the winners of the monetization boosts that we announced at my birthday party early this month. And that is why I am having her here, because this lady is a gem. This lady is a powerhouse. You are going to learn so many amazing things from her. That is why I am so honored to have her here. She's many things. She's many things. I don't want to drown the elegance of what she's going to say. So as I wait for you guys to settle in, yes, let's make sure this happens. Yes. Steffi, how are you feeling?
I'm good.
You're good?
Yeah,
don't worry.
It's like I am in. Will I say? I'm on an interview with BBC. Yes, but I'm glad names you've mentioned are familiar names. So
yes,
let me just relax. Let me just get relaxed.
Don't worry. Feel very relaxed. Sunday service is normally so chill. We are not that serious. Okay, we are kind of serious on our topics, but we are not so serious. We don't take life. We don't even take ourselves seriously, and that is the beauty of the Sunday service. Wednesday, on the other hand, Wednesday classes, we are very serious. We mean business. So today is very chill.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let me.
Yeah. Makado is saying, Doctor, you can I can help you like see who is on the chat, then it can make you feel relaxed. Makado is saying you're looking so beautiful, Stacy. Wow. Yeah. And guess who else is here?
I
Guess who else is here? Favor is in the building. Favor is say that again. I missed your voice.
I can't. I'm sorry.
Uh
I can't see the
yes.
coming up here. Oh, is
No,
that
don't worry.
how it is supposed to be?
Yeah, don't worry about the comments. I will read them on your behalf so that it doesn't stress you. It doesn't stress you. So you're just getting compliments. Surviving Men Series was our co-host last weekend, saying we are in the building. And then I see Favor the nurse is in the house as well, and that is our mutual friend Favor. Favor. BOK is telling you congratulations on your monetization. Congratulations. And she's screaming, Stacy, we are always making noise here on this Sunday service, so don't judge us. People from Stacy's community, don't judge us. It's always a very noisy affair in this show, but we keep it fun. Cindy Stewe Kunene, welcome. Thanks so much for coming in. Nolan says, welcome. Nolan, nice to see you. Thanks so much for coming in. Nengi really says, so good to finally see you, Goga. Nengi, what have you had? Stacy, what have you been telling people about me? Nengi Willis from your community, what have you been telling people?
I'm shocked. I'm shocked that he's saying it's so good to see you. Finally see you. When the channel has been it's good to have
I love that. And then BOK says, Goga is looking well and moisturized. Let me tell you, I've been drinking water and minding my business, and it works. It works perfectly fine. It works.
That's just
but,
the best medicine.
Yeah, but I've also been on
just the best medicine.
Yeah, I've also been on a mission to be very intentional on what goes in my body for the last like 2 months. So it's amazing how when you change your diet, it totally just you start seeing like the changes. It's insane. Yeah. So I've been enjoying that. Okay. I don't know. I'm thinking you may have to get rid of the mic, Stacy. It's breaking a bit. I think we can stick with the phone as it is.
Okay. Let me
yes.
take it
Now
down.
Yeah.
How about now?
Now it's better. At least I can hear. It's perfect. We are not now breaking or speaking over each other. It's perfect. Assad Danger, welcome. Assad, nice to see our amazing brother from Asia. Thanks so much for coming in. If you have any question you want to ask Stacy before we start, please make sure you do that. But otherwise, the only thing I actually don't want you to ask her any question. I want you to click on the link that is pinned on my chat. Go to her live stream. Some of you, I know you don't even know Stacy. You're not connected to Stacy. You're wondering, who is this beautiful lady Goga has brought to the Sunday service? We have never seen her anywhere. I know some of you have already gone to her channel to go and collect receipts there and see who she is. So you can feel free to actually tell me, Goga, I don't know Stacy. I've finally known Stacy today. Yes, I'm going to explain our relationship. That came out a bit wrong. I'm going to explain who she is. I'm going to explain how we met and what she's here to do. And everybody's just celebrating you on getting monetized. If you want to congratulate her, type it on her channel. There's a link that is pinned on top of my chat. It will take you over to her channel so that you can congratulate her there on her channel. And then make sure when you see some watchmen there, say hi to those watchmen and be part of them. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean when I talk about watchmen, guys, right? I don't want to say some things loudly. She's also a YouTube expert, so she knows things about YouTube. So, and we are going to discuss YouTube as well. So she knows why I'm not being very direct. When you see watchmen there on her live stream, say hi to the watchmen. Marcus, welcome. Marcus got monetized this week, Stacy. Can you imagine? The man was so worried that he was not going to get monetized, and then boom. Yeah, he came to the Sunday service last week and he was saying, Goga, now I have to wait for a month for YouTube to give me the monetization. Then he wakes up on Monday and he has a congratulations email. He did not even know what to tell us. I know.
I understand how that, especially after taking so long to get monetized and it is delayed. When you just see that congratulations, something in the inside of you.
Yeah.
I was so happy I finally received mine.
I am glad. I am glad. I am glad. And thank you so much, everyone, guys. We are starting there. We are going to. I'm going to introduce. I'm going to introduce Stacy shortly, and then we can start our conversation. We are going to discuss a lot. We are going to discuss a lot of things on this live stream today. So we are discussing like. Hold on. We are discussing like her content from the lens of faith because she's very big on her faith. We are going to discuss content from like learning. She's big also on education, business, and also the spaces in between. Because we are going to like also explore what are these spaces in between. Why is YouTube? Why has YouTube been a classroom for her? What are some of the lessons she has learned on the YouTube streets? And what are some of the rookie mistakes that she made before getting monetized, and what has she landed from it? I think that's very important to make sure that we are discussing this. Cindy Sewe Kunene is saying, "Wow, the host is so gorgeous. Go and write this comment on her chat. Go and write this comment on her chat so that she can see it tomorrow." But yes, she's there. Yeah, people are just like, I know this one is going to ask you your skin routine. She's a beauty channel, so when she sees people who look amazing on the screen, she's already like seen, this one I can give her like my product and things like. So she's already like planning. She's already planning. She's already planning. Barry walking exercise. Welcome. Thanks so much for coming in. And she keeps repeating. Cindy is from South Africa, so you have people watching you from South Africa, Germany, the US, Canada. It's like there's also Canada. You have like we don't have Brazil yet, but I'm sure shortly. The host is looking gorgeous. Yes, guys, all these nice compliments you are dropping, write them on Stacy's chat so that she can see them there. She can see them there. SMS is saying, finally, I can put a name to the face. What if you can put a name to the face? What do you mean you can put a name to the face? And then the rumors are true. SMS, your wife is watching the live stream. These compliments, I shall not be responsible if you are told to sleep on the couch tonight. So we accept the compliments, but if it gets you into trouble, your wife is a subscriber to my channel, and she's seen all these comments you are writing on Stacy's chat. If you sleep on the couch today, I shall not be responsible. I shall not be responsible.
When we're done with the live stream, we will leave you with the problem.
Exactly. Kisha says, hello, my handsome brother Goga and the beautiful co-host Stacy. Hello, Kisha, my beautiful and lovely Kisha. Welcome, Kisha. Nice to see you. And then Barry's like saying, beautiful lady Goga. Yeah, she's stunning. Barry, has Mama Liz seen you give this compliment? Where is Mama Liz when you are giving all these compliments? There's a many. These men are so excited to see you, Stacy. I have never seen men very active on a chat like this at the Sunday service. Like they're busy typing and stuff. Like these men are very busy on the chat today. But I love it. Hey, Vico, Real Space, welcome, Vico, my sister. Thanks so much for coming in. Welcome, Vico. I like how Stacy said, when we finish the live stream, we shall leave you with your problems. And on that note, oh, yes.
Hey, for them to watch what they are writing, so there won't be problem after the live stream.
Some of these people, their wives are subscribed to my channel. This is why I'm always, and then when they get into problems, they always come and say, Goga, I got into trouble on Sunday because of the comments I was leaving on your chat. And I'm like, I'm trying to protect them here so that they don't get into trouble with their spouses or whoever it is that is sitting next to them. Oh, this is fun. Guys, okay, we are laughing too much, but yeah, let us start. We have 1 more minute, and we can start this conversation so that you guys can. But thank you so much, guys. I see a number of you have already jumped over on Stacy's side. Let me come and leave a nice comment there. Thank you so much, guys. Let me come and leave some comments there so that you can see me. And then I will introduce myself shortly. People don't know me, and so that our communities at least are aware of who is who. Let me see that I can pull up Stacy's channel so that you guys can be part of this. I'm going to share the screen. Those of you are like struggling to find it and you don't know how to click on links on the chat, look at that channel. it is the banner for me. It is the banner for me, and her smile radiates even on the banners, the profile pictures. Yes, that channel
Goga,
looks amazing.
you're supposed to be a politician, you know? Goga,
No,
you're
I
supposed
love it. I'm always telling these people that they need to have proper banners on their channels. Now
yes,
it is very good that the co-host has a channel here that people can see the banner. I always tell these people, make sure you have a proper banner because first impressions are very important. Look at that banner, guys. Look at that banner. Look at that profile picture. Guys, are you seeing the quality of that picture? There's some people I'm talking to on this live stream right now and they are listening. Look at that quality of the profile picture. Look at the banner marries the. It looks nice, guys. That's a very good banner. That's a very decent banner. It looks amazing. You can talk. You can talk to Stacy. You can talk to Stacy behind the scenes after the live stream in case you are struggling to make banners and you're like you want this kind of compliments. Talk to her nicely. Talk to her nicely and ask her, Stacy, who designed that banner? Who designed that banner and who took that picture? You can ask those questions after the Sunday service so that you can be part of it. I love that smile, and then I love how she put it like on the extreme left, and then now she puts the gist of her channel. Ladies and
yes.
gentlemen, this is what a banner needs to look like. This is what a banner needs to look like on YouTube. In case you don't remember everything else we discussed on this live stream, just go and copy paste everything you have seen on this channel and let it come and use it on your channel. And you can even, somebody's already said the eyes. SMS. 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 How many times will I call your name? I don't want trouble with your wife. Leave those compliments on her videos. Leave those compliments on her videos. Leave those compliments on our videos. Right. Let me do a quick biography so that you guys can be part of this conversation. So I want you guys, Stacy, what is your favorite color?
I have a favorite color. I think I prefer neutral colors that are not very bright and shouty. Something like this, black, nude,
Nice. Mm.
um, nude, peach. This collection of colors.
Oh, wow. Colors that are not very. Guys, I want you to drop. I want you to drop. I want you to drop like some black hearts on her chat to confirm that you're connected to Stacy. Just drop for me some black hearts because I know when I start saying nude here, some men will be like, Goga, what is that? Because with Goga, what is nude? Some people, the men, the men will.
They can use white hats.
White hats. I like how you played around with black, white, and gray on the channel. And I like how even the outfit on your profile picture is matching your banner. I don't know that was intentional because it really looks nice.
I am just taking cognizance of that now.
Yeah, like it's. Yeah, it looks stunning. Yeah, so guys, you can drop black, white, gray, or nude. Cindy has already gotten that color. I don't know what color this is. Speaking as a man, but yeah, that color that Nengi and Cindy are dropping. I don't know what color that is. But it looks stunning. It's not white. It looks somewhere in between white and something. Lorenzo, welcome, Lorenzo. Nice to see you. How are you doing, Lorenzo? Thanks so much for coming in. Girl dad cooking up deliciousness. That is a father to a beautiful girl. And she's like he's running the channel amazingly with the channel is just him and the daughter. Welcome, Lorenzo. Thank you so much for popping in. I saw you earlier at the party, and I'm so glad that you made it to the Sunday service. Thanks so much, Lorenzo. You must be very free. You must be free today because I know you are always a very busy man. It's so nice to see you here. Yes, drop those nice hearts to confirm that you are over at Stacy's channel. White, gray, black, maroon, nude. Those colors that are not very screamy. She says that she loves like neutral colors, colors that are not very shouty or something like that. So just drop them there to confirm that you've landed on her live stream as I read a quick biography on her. Right. So I will stop the music temporarily and then so that I can go through this real quick and then we can start our conversation. All right. Let me clear my throat. All right.
Let me hear what you want to say about me.
What do you think I'm going to say about you? Like that.
For you to clear your throat, let me sit well.
All right. Thank you so much, Jaden, for that membership. Thank you so much, Jaden, for the membership. Appreciate that, Jaden. Thank you so much, Jaden. Thank you so much, Jaden, for that membership. And be okay as well. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for that green chat. Be okay and Jaden. Thank you so much for painting the chat green. All right, guys. I like how she's saying, Goga. Let me hear what you're going to say about me. She's so funny. All right. Okay, now you are putting me on the spot. I don't even know what I'm going to read. You've thrown me off my game a bit, but I shall not. I shall not be defeated. Hold on. Let me get it. Let me get it. Let me get it. Let me get it. Let me get it.
All right.
Aha. Stacy, when has your name ever been like when have you ever like your background ever been delivered before you start talking? Where else? I want to know.
I'm just trying to think. I can't
Yeah.
remember exactly. If it happened, it shouldn't be
Yeah.
many times. Because if it
Okay.
had been happening, no. But I can't remember.
Okay.
Maybe while the school, so a few times I was invited for something and they had to read a little about me.
All
But I
right.
can't remember times it happened.
Okay, allow me to do this. Hey, Sam Kendiri Magoha, welcome, welcome, our amazing brother all the way in Munich. Thanks so much for coming in. Allow me to read this, guys, real quick. Then you guys can hear Stacy because you're like, Goga, we are tired of listening to you. We need to like hear from Stacy. All right, Stacy Jonathan is a Nigerian content creator, faith-driven storyteller, wife, and mother of two, who is redefining what it means to live, learn, and lead with purpose in today's fast-paced world. Her platform, Moments with Stacy, that is the name of the channel, is built on a simple but powerful mission to help people navigate life's real issues through the grounding lens of faith, practical wisdom, and everyday experience. Ooh, someone write their experience on the chat. With a unique voice that blends spiritual insights, educational guidance, and business sense, Stacy creates content that speaks to the whole person, mind, heart, family, and future. She explores marriage and relationships with honesty, champions girl-child advocacy with passion, and shares parenting insights shaped by her own journey of raising her kids with intention and grace. Beyond lifestyle storytelling, Stacy opens up meaningful conversations with experts, thought leaders, and everyday people whose experiences hold valuable lessons. Whether she's unpacking the realities of modern business, sharing tips for content creation, or offering faith centered reflections, her content remains authentic, uplifting, and deeply relatable. And some of you will notice that when you watch some of her videos. Driven by her Christian values and a desire to empower her audience, Stacy stands out as a creator who doesn't just inform, she equips, encourages, and inspires. Her channel is a welcoming space for believers, learners, dreamers, and anyone seeking clarity in the spaces in between life's big moments. As we said, it's called Moments of Stacy for a reason. Stacy, welcome to the Sunday service. I may not have done it justice, but please introduce
Oh,
yourself to this beautiful
no.
community
I was
in the best way you
nodding.
know
I was I am thrilled by this. Oh my goodness. I was just asking myself, is this all about me? I'm glad, I am glad that my channel is able to do most of these things you said. And I love how you captured it very well. I think as I was listening to you, it began to give me more clarity, more ideas on how I should focus on what I came on YouTube to do. You understand?
how.
Sometimes that okay, this niche is not a popular niche. People are not running after this kind of niche. But I love what you just presented here. It makes a lot of sense for me.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you. Yeah.
Right. Now, to the people who don't know who Stacy Jonathan is, just introduce yourself to us and the people who are watching, even the people may come and rewatch this. Who is Stacy Jonathan? Like, where is she from? What does she do? What does she enjoy doing? I know they've heard that you are a mother, you are a wife, so single men on the live stream, she's not available. I thought I should like put that out very clearly. Yeah, so who is Stacy?
All right. So building on what you said earlier, let me even first welcome everyone who is here. Let me be polite. You all are welcome to today's Sunday service. And based on the question I was asked, let me just give a little bit detailed description of me because I think you said something on the periphery, which is I am a
Yes.
Nigerian.
Yeah.
Okay, so I am Nigerian and I'm a wife, a mother of two, a content creator. I would say I will be 2 years on this space, and YouTube is likely my first platform where I became active, showing my face. I am actively writing on Facebook, but writing on Facebook to me was just fishing out my passion. I didn't really take it like building a kind of platform for people to be coming back to. So I might just wake up a day and I feel inspired to write. I might just write that day. And after that day, it would be another day that I have inspiration to write again. But YouTube has made me to learn consistency because I know that for me to grow on this space, I need to be making content. I need to have time to be coming here, show videos, to make videos, to interact with my subscribers and people who come to watch my content. So I will say that for about almost 2 years now, I am actively involved in content creation. Then I will also say that career-wise, I am a business person. I don't really work for someone. I work for myself.
Nice.
I am growing. So this is why I sometimes talk about business on my channel as well. I I have my personal business. I I do more of the marketing and the sales there because I would say by description of job roles, I am more versatile, or will I say more competent? Let me use this word, more competent in marketing and so I have been doing most of the marketing and the sales in my business. So I would like to say I am a sales and marketing specialist. If that will be carved as a career or a job, but I
Yeah.
also have my personal business. Then in Nigeria, I said I'm a Nigerian, but in Nigeria we have many languages, over
Mm.
400 different languages. But I know for people who are outside Nigeria, if they hear someone is from Nigeria, they think that there are three languages in Nigeria, right? The Igbo, Yoruba, and the Hausa. So I will say that I am none of these languages, but I am originally from a region that speaks more of the Hausa language. So if I would be categorized, are we together? Oh, you're hanging? Okay. Are we together? Okay. So if I'll
Yes,
be
we are together.
categorized,
We are together. Yeah.
if I will be categorized by language difference as a Nigerian, I'll say I am from the Hausa speaking region, northern Nigeria. So I think that's all I can share for now. Except if there are more questions that pertain to me later, then I will address.
I like that, and I think it's nice. I did not know that business is something that is very like important for you. Like, and I always have a lot of respect, especially for people who say that they make their own living, even though it's a growing business, but at least you're working towards your own independence when it comes to putting that food on the table. why business? Like as opposed to, like, let's say, getting employed and waiting for that paycheck. What inspired you to get into like a space of just starting your own thing and that going for that independence as a way of making money?
I can't hear you clearly. If there was a little bit of glitch.
Yes. No, no. I was asking. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
Yes, I was asking you why business as opposed to getting employed and waiting for a monthly paycheck. What inspired you to get into the space of business?
Okay, so I will say the first and primary reason why I started doing my business is because I did not see the kind of job I wanted to do.
Wow.
So,
Okay.
yes, that is my first motivation. I didn't really grow to be the kind of person who ever envisioned that I will go into business. It wasn't really
Hmm.
my thing. I have always loved to work. I've always wanted to even be a lecturer. Let me just say that. I love to be in the media, but because of the course I studied in my first degree, it was about education. So I thought, okay, since I studied education, let me grow my interest in the education line and maybe find a lecturing job because I think I
Hmm.
love to teach and I love to teach adults. So that was really my passion. But while on that, um, after my first degree, my second degree, I started teaching. I started teaching in the secondary school. We call it secondary school, otherwise known as the high school. I think it is known as high
Hmm.
school, right? Yes, some places call it high school, but we call it the secondary school here. So I started teaching in a secondary school. And I must say that the work is so tedious there, but the pay is not fantastic. So that was a discouragement for me. So I thought to myself, if I can put this much effort here while working for someone, which I love, because I know that working for someone will train me to be accountable to someone. It will train me to learn to work under another person. Are we together? It seems
Yes.
you're okay. So it will also help me to learn to work with other people. So I thought to just use that early stage to work with someone because even if I will have my business, it is expected that I will relate with people, right? So working under
Hmm.
someone was the foundation I needed to groom my interrelation skills, right?
Yeah.
Interpersonal
More
skills,
personal.
yes, so I can relate with other people. And that was it. But the primary reason why I chose to was because the kind of job I was, the remuneration was very poor. I didn't get the kind of job I wanted. So I thought to use my energy to just do something for myself. Let my brain work.
Yeah. And how was the experience been? Because people venture into entrepreneurship, they always it's always like a mix. It's always like a mixed record in terms of the business is not picking as fast as you want it. What has that experience been like for you, especially having left the formal employment where you had to wait for a paycheck? What has the business space felt like in the couple of years that you've been doing business?
Okay. So I would say that um, my experience was similar to many of other people's experiences. And
Mm.
I started business and it wasn't really going as I wanted it. When you are starting a business, you're trying to build your customer base, you're trying to also build good track record, trust, because business grows on trust, right? So
Mm.
you don't have people and you're just trying to build this relationship, build a community with people who will like what you are selling. So it was quite challenging for me from the beginning, from the onset. I I was doing more of the work from home. I would go online on my page and post what I had to sell. And part of the challenge was that people could like what I had, but their location was far from where I was. So it meant that I would need to ship it to them, right, to their location. And I know many of us here are not familiar with Nigeria, but the context of the Nigerian setting is such that when you are doing business here, people are okay with buying from you. But when you tell them, okay, for me to ship this to your location, it will cost you an extra so naira, because our currency is naira, right? They would ask
Yeah.
again. So if buying this, for instance, 20,000, and I'm to pay extra 2,000 or 3,000 to get it to my location, why not go to the nearby store and buy? So that was my challenge at the initial. But I was able to find a way. I would say why it was a bit easier for me to find that way was because I was married. I am married, rather. I'm still married. So I so my husband doesn't see this and say, "What's your motive?" So I was able to get a bit of support from him. It wasn't like I was self-dependent, self-reliant. So I was able to depend on him. He was taking care of the basic things. I went through the challenges, not seeing bias or even making mistakes that would bring about losses, and I would have to brace up and take up the loss, and that means money going, right? So I went through that, but I would say that one of the things that kept me through that was that I was tenacious, I was dogged. I wanted to see the result, and I wasn't that focused on the process that much. I noticed that the process was a bit tough for me, but I was looking at the people who were able to go through that same process and are today reaping from their patience, their commitment, and doggedness. So for me, I had to pull through. I had to look for ways that I could manage my kind of business so I could scale through the hurdles therein. And before I forget this, I would love to encourage anyone who wants to go into business. Maybe you're considering resigning from your job and starting your personal business. What I would advise you to do is before you resign from that job, if it is possible, start the business while on that job. Start pushing business while you're still working. And if you must even resign before you start your business, make sure you save enough money from your job that can sustain you. And that money should cover up the mistakes you'll be doing or you will make in your business. So you don't make mistakes and you go back to square one and you start looking for a job again. And that can be so discouraging. I think that's the little I can say here from my little
Thank you.
experience.
Yeah, I like that. And thank you so much, guys, for that. I really appreciate the support that you guys are giving Stacy. I see Steve
Thank
in my house. Welcome, welcome, Steven. Nice to see you. I see, thanks
thank
so much, Steven, for confirming that. Thanks so much, Eva Kika. And thanks so much, guys, for confirming that the audio is good. Wambura, nice to see you. Thanks so much for popping in. Stacy, you got some blessing from Cindy Siwe on your chat. She gave you like some beautiful red super sticker there. I don't know what you normally tell your people. And Eva Kika has given us also a beautiful super chat. How do you normally, now that you're newly monetized, can you thank them on our behalf as the co-host?
you said?
Yes, we got some super chats and super stickers, so I want you to thank them in the best way you normally do on your channel.
Okay, no problem. I'll take note of that and do that. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you. I appreciate. Thank you so much. Yes.
And as a mother, Eva Kika said, Goga, greetings, Your Excellency. This is from Prince Taji. I just want to us to take a moment to congratulate Eva Kika. She gave birth to a beautiful and bouncing baby boy. I think it was the day before yesterday, 2 days ago.
What?
So yeah, so there's a new prince in town, and the prince is a Scorpio for sure. So yeah, a November baby like me. So congratulations, Eva Kika, on that amazing bundle of joy that that arrived in the world. Like I think on the 21st of this month. So well done. So I think that is the Prince Taji that has given the super chat. So congratulations to you and your husband.
To you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. More celebrations in your family. In Jesus' name.
Amen.
The faith
Amen.
content
Amen.
creator.
Yeah, I'm so happy for her. She sent me at least the message. I think that same day I was like, oh wow, okay, amazing, amazing,
Wow.
amazing. Um,
Yeah.
Stacy, in terms of like Stacy as a person, because you wear many hats. You wear many hats. You are a wife. You're a mother. You're a creator. You're a business person. When it comes to like balancing the roles that you play, because being a mother, as running a business, and being a wife, and also being a content creator, sometimes it can be a delicate balancing act. To the mothers who are watching, to the creators who are watching, and they have to wear these roles, including Eva Kika here, who is celebrating the birth of a newborn, and she still has to be a content creator. She's still like stressed about Vlogmas from next week. How do you like? How do you like find that balance in terms of all these roles that you're playing?
All right. So, thank you for this question. I will say that primarily or basically, it is not easy. So,
Mm.
this for any woman who is overwhelmed. Um, we are not superstars, right? Everything you're going through is valid. But
Mm.
for me, how I'm able to do that, my children are a little bit grown now. I think my second child is almost 8 years. So to some extent, I've
Nice.
been able, yes, I've trained her a bit, and she's a bit resourceful around. So I'll say my kids at some intervals, they are able to help out with some things in the house, some responsibilities that are taken care of by me. I delegate the assignments to them and ask them to do, then I supervise. And if I
Mm.
don't have the time to supervise, I don't beat myself up. They will have to manage that. Then again, I think this might not apply to everyone, but for me also, I think I have some people who live with me. They are not really working for me, but they are
Mm.
in my house. So these people around, anytime I might need some help, if I'm not capable of doing it myself, I can ask them and delegate some of these roles to them. So I think that is where I find a bit of support. Then, when it comes to business, especially, I know it can be very overwhelming because there are some aspects of my own life that I can't delegate to anybody. Like handling the
Mm.
business, they don't know how I do it. Even if I handle it over to them, they might not know how to go about it. So, doing that, I had to, it was initially overwhelming, but I had to tell myself that planning is key. So I have to plan myself. From this time to this
Mm.
time, I should be doing this. If it is video for my YouTube, I should dedicate that time to YouTube. If someone is calling me for business, I can politely tell them, please give me few minutes or give me few hours. I will respond to you shortly. Especially
Mm.
when I know what they are asking for would demand a lot of time from me. So if you politely speak to your clients, for instance, because they have built trust in you, they know you're always there to respond to them, they will give you that time. So for me, I think for every woman, if you want to scale through, planning is key. Then if you can outsource help, it is also key. For those who live in communities or countries where outsourcing help is affordable, that will be helpful. And like getting a house help, getting cleaners, and I don't have a house help, but as I said before, some of the people around me can have always been helpful. So that is what I do. and I think it has been helping me.
Nice. Has motherhood in any way shaped how you approach your content creation? Like, because being a mother, like, is always one of those things that, it's, you respect women just for this because you bring in life into the world. You have to nurture this life, and these kids end up becoming like, adults in the society. um has motherhood in any way shaped like how you approach your content creation, and even the kind of things that you do, like maybe the business aspect and whatnot?
Yes, absolutely, 100%. Now, when you were
Okay.
asking this, I put my thoughts together because I have a lot to say about this. You remember
Yes, can take your
earlier
time.
that I mentioned earlier that I had to venture into business or dive into business because I couldn't really get the kind of job I wanted to do. It isn't really because the jobs were not there. I had some offers, but those offers would mean my family would suffer from me taking those offers. So
Ah.
I would time for my kids, or maybe there would be a kind of separation between I and my husband, and then we would start thinking, where would the kids be? Maybe they stay with the father or they stay with me. And I have never imagined myself. I am sorry if this is the kind of family you have, nothing is bad with it. But for me, I have always wanted to have a family where the mother will go to work, come back, the kids will go to school, come back, the father will go to work, come back, and when you are all back home by evening, you should have little times together, crack jokes, talk about how the day went, and go to sleep. Then tomorrow you start the day again. So I feel having everyone within in my space will help us pack this kind of love, and we will be like support system to one another. So if my husband goes to work and he's exhausted or drained from the pressures of work, if he comes back, maybe that day I should not be dealing with much. He should be able to tell me, okay, I was stressed a bit. Oh, that's good. Thank you for all your efforts. I should be there to encourage him. But if I stay apart and he's apart, it might be difficult. We will have to be communicating all of this on the phone. And there's something about communication. There's a way you'll be
Mm,
talking as you're seeing my face. My face is also communicating as I'm talking. You're able to read some things as you look at my face. But if I am just
yeah.
speaking with you on the phone, you don't understand the gesture, you don't understand the mood that is there. So I wanted to have my family together. That was why I didn't pick that job. And this is how it shaped me. It is able to make me widen my scope. So I will look for something that will make me relevant as a woman, relevant financially. I should have my money because I love to have my money. I know many people say Nigerians, I love to have my money. So I wanted to have my own money and still be there as mommy. Somebody should come back home and tell me, mommy, this happened in the school. And that
Mm,
shaped kind of decisions I've taken, the kinds of content I am doing. If you also check why I am making content here, I am very careful of the kinds of words I because my
yeah.
children, I am
Mm,
like they, presently they have gone for house fellowship. I am a faith-based content creator, so we have what we call house fellowship organized by the church every Sunday by evening. Just 1 hour
mm.
fellowship with bread that live within the community. They have gone there, but when they are back, definitely you will see their message here. They will pick the phone and will be typing, "Mommy, bear with you." All my live streams, I'll
Um,
be seeing. Oh, when I am here, I am very conscious of the words, my choice of words, because I am a mother. I don't want my children to grow up tomorrow and they want to see their mom's video and their mom is doing something they can't relate with. They are now hiding from who that person is. You understand?
mm,
So the kind of system I have, uh, I, I want to imbibe in my children, molded me as a mother to make the choices that befit my value system in the kind of content I make, the kind of people I bring on my channel. and the kind of words I always mention here, regardless of how YouTube wants to flag down some words. But I have to still be careful because of the kind of family or my kind of journey as a mother. So that is it.
I
It
love
has really
I love why that is very important, because you're also been cognizant of the fact that yes, I'm making content, but my kids are likely to interact with this content, and you don't want to be
yes,
sending the wrong message as a mother, even on a platform, especially like the internet. So you're one of those people who clearly, I'm not going to find any drama on your channel. I'm not going to find anything like is very people, those things that people like not like doing on their channels to like get views, and they may not necessarily be very like they may not like really look family friendly in a sense. So I'm sure I'll never see that kind of content on your channel. Faith,
yes,
you alluded to your kids attending like a fellowship right now, and faith is also one of those things that is very important for you as Stacy. Is faith
yes.
something that you grew up with, or why is faith very important, and why most people, even people are very strong, let me say religious or spiritual, they never discuss it very openly. Sometimes it maybe
Okay.
because they don't want any judgment, or they don't want you to look at them in a certain type of way. But for you, you profess your faith very openly on a space such as YouTube. Why is faith very crucial for you, and why do you make it very clear? Because even when I read your description on the channel, it is something that you're very clear, and somebody should expect when they're interacting with you, that your faith in God is very steadfast, and you're likely to talk
Yes,
about it on the channel.
yes. All right.
Yeah.
So, as you said, is it a family thing? Is it something I grew up into? I would say the
Mm.
first thing is I grew up into Christianity. As a child, I was born, I grew up seeing my parents take me to the church. And as I grew up, as I became wiser, I began to understand the principles, the importance of this faith that I was brought or shared with by my parents. I saw it make impact in their lives. I saw it make impact in my life too while growing up. It might not be as obvious for me, but there were some events, little things here and there that
Mm.
I followed what my parents told me. When you see yourself in this, pray to God and He will help you. And I prayed and I saw results. So those experiences helped me to build my own personal interest in the faith again. And I started growing and make it a conscious habit to study the word, to learn, and to share with others. And why I am also sharing my faith with others is because I am, number one, proud of what I believe in. Because there are
Mm.
many things people believe in the world. And if these people are bold enough to share what they believe in, why should I hide mine? Yes, there are people who believe in things that are very controversial and they are very loud about it. They wake up, they
Absolutely.
talk. By afternoon, they are saying it. By evening, before you know it, they are influencers on the social media space talking about it. It might not be comfortable or convincing for me. I might not find those things okay. But the only thing I have to do for what I believe in is to also come out and speak about it. If all of us are speaking about it, we end up pulling people to our direction, right? So,
Mm.
that is one of the reasons I came openly to share my faith. And sharing my faith is not because I feel I am perfect. I just feel that sharing it makes me accountable. You
Ah.
understand? Now, if I say I am a Christian rather, and I just do it in my house, when I go out and nobody knows that I'm a Christian, something can happen that is against my faith because I didn't make it open. I'll go ahead to do it. And nobody knows that I am a Christian, so they will think we're all together. Now, if I openly say I am a Christian, people believe that okay, if you are a Christian, there is a character that is supposed to be seen in you, right? So
Yes.
if I go out, if there is a temptation for me to react or respond, I remember that I've posted about being a Christian on YouTube, on Facebook. What if someone is here who has gone on, who has
Yep.
gone on that, the person has seen my face, and the person knows that I've said on that space that I am a Christian. Then he's trying to relate what he's seeing now and what I posted online. So sharing it here is not really because I am a perfect person, but I want to be accountable to the fact that my life, I've made it clearly known to many people that this is the path I have chosen. I will walk through it with grace and ask God to always help me too, so I can continually represent. Yeah.
Nice. Do you ever find it, and this may be a personal question, for example, because you said it that for you your faith is very important because it keeps you accountable. How do you balance authenticity and vulnerability, especially when you are sharing your faith online? Because yes, I'm very public about it, so there's a culture like Goga expects Stacy to like exhibit. There are certain things I don't expect a faith channel to do. So for you as a content creator, and you have to bring in aspects of your faith, especially when it comes to the content, how do you authenticity and vulnerability, especially online, because now everybody is
I,
watching you, everybody's looking up to you. Your relatives may run into you doing some content on YouTube. Your pastor, leave alone even your relatives, your pastor may actually
he
watch you.
watches my
He's
video. My
probably even
pastor watches my video. My pastor
he's
watches my
probably even
video, and
he subscribed to your channel, probably, yes.
yeah, he watches and he will tell me, I watch your video. I don't even know. Maybe he's here. Maybe he's watching
maybe,
this.
maybe he's watching. Maybe he's watching. Yeah.
Maybe. Yes, yes. So for me, being imperfect, right, and vulnerable. For me, authenticity rather, and vulnerability. I think
Mm.
the first thing for me is when I come here to share about my faith, I do not share that I am a perfect person. I have always mentioned this in my videos.
Mm.
I have always mentioned this in my videos. And the Bible says that we should look up to Jesus as the author and the finisher of our faith. So even when I come here with contents that relate to my faith, it doesn't mean that I am the perfect example for someone to look up to. You can look up to what I'm doing to learn. Maybe it
Mm.
is guidance, clarity, direction, but Jesus is the perfect example. And this is why um, when I come here, I always talk about imperfections. Be you. Sometimes the being authentic helps people to spot the things that we do not know about ourselves that are not good. So it helps us to also work on ourselves. But if I am not authentic, I'm trying to put a picture of something I am not. When I am off that place, I will struggle. I will struggle. People will not be able to put my life out there and the life they are seeing here. They can't really juxtapose the two together. So for me,
Mm.
as a faith-based content creator, I I believe in vulnerability, and teachings about vulnerability can only be successful when we are authentic, and in our authenticity, we are not painting a picture of perfection. We're painting a people who are a work in progress by the
I
help of
love
God.
that. I love that. That is very powerful. It's not perfection, but a work in progress. Like you're a continuous, you're a process. In short, like you're a process, and you are, you're also just like growing in that particular space and stuff. Do you ever and this may also again be this may also just be trying to get to understand something just based on this faith, because I know there are a lot of people also do faith content here. When life gets overwhelming, how do you get to maintain your faith? How do you keep that hope alive, especially as a Christian? Especially faced with challenges, and sometimes life can throw those challenges your way. It is either like they may be personal, they may be business related. How do you keep your head up and use your faith as an anchor when it's a bit overwhelming?
Okay. The first I will say is, when life is overwhelming for me, the first thing I tell myself is, this journey on earth is not a perfect one. There are times that life will be high, there are times life will be low. So if
Mm.
I am going through this now, it means that this is the time to go through this. What then do I do? Sometimes, if it is very overwhelming that I can't control it, I will say the truth. It might be so burdensome. I choose to withdraw, right? And when I withdraw from crowd. When I withdraw from crowd, it is not because I I have issues with the crowd. It is because I want to have time for introspection, right?
Mm.
So sometimes some of the things that happen that are overwhelming are really because of the mistakes I made. So I want to introspect and know if there were things I did wrongly that made the bad experience I'm going through, came upon me. So I want to understand that. Or if it is a season in my life, I want to understand that. And while I am introspecting, by the way, I like this, your eyeglasses. It is giving me a professor vibes.
Focus, Stacy. The light is overwhelming my eyes. That's why.
This is a little distraction. So
And
when I look back and I do much of these introspections, I ask questions, I want to unwind I want to unburden and other things. If the weight is still there, I am able to figure out what happened. Now I will pray. While praying, if it is so overwhelming that I need to cry, I'm this kind of person that I would love to let my emotions out, but I don't want to
mm,
let my emotions out in such a way that it will affect another person. That is why when it is overwhelming, I would love to pull out so I don't get overwhelmed and my emotions are all over the place. I'm shouting, throwing tantrums at this person who knows nothing about what is happening to me. So I might just pull back and just stay indoor. And if it is for me to cry, this baby girl can cry. I will just cry. Nobody saw me crying, but I cried in my room, right? So if it is for me to cry, I will cry. If it is for me to pray, I will pray. If it is for me to reflect, I will reflect. When I'm done doing all of this, I
mm.
will ask myself, what is the way out? Because after praying, God will not come from heaven and solve my problem. So I will use my brain now. God, help me. Let this brain work. Let me find solution. If it is to meet someone who will help me out, if it is to brainstorm, if it is to any other thing that I need to do to come out of this
Mm.
situation, I go with that. So for me, introspection, while introspecting, finding the reason for why I am overwhelmed, praying about it, and figuring out how that problem will be solved. So I move past that phase.
It's we are getting to the end of the year right now, and it's one of those seasons that there's a lot of reflection that happens when the year is coming to an end. So for most people, maybe they're thinking of the resolutions they made at the beginning of January. And there are people who are planning their holidays and stuff. There are people just wrapping up the year. They're done. They're pretty much done. They say 2025 did not work. Let's try this again next year. Um, this season in my life, I'm learning a lot of patience because I think every season of your life always has something that you are being taught. For me, I think I'm being
Yeah.
taught a lot of patience around this time. Based on your faith, Stacy, what is that
Yeah.
one lesson that God has been throwing your way this season? Like this last quarter of the year, this last 3 months of the year, the year is wrapping up. What is that one lesson that you know that, yeah, the divine is actually telling you, Stacy, you need to do this, and it keeps like recurring for you? For me, I'm being told, be patient, be still, just be patient, and trust the process.
Yeah. As you were asking, I know that it's like you just came into my mind, and the season, this is one
Yeah,
of the very sensitive in my life. Around August, September, I have actually been pondering on this. I've been asking many questions. I've been asking myself, what what should be new about me? What is that thing that I should do to be a better person and to be different from who I have always been?
mm.
And I talked about patience. I would just say, for me, learning to trust God in the process, which is the patience. When I was applying for this monetization around August, I had
Yeah,
a particular challenge. When I applied for my AdSense, it took about 2 weeks before it was approved. Meanwhile, I checked other people, other content creators' videos. They would say it happened within hours, 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. Sincerely speaking, the first day when I was waiting for hours, it did not happen. I was like, no, 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 it's gonna work. Second day, it's going to be fine. Third day, until the third day, I noticed that something was not settling down with me. I was
yeah,
asking myself questions, and the way when something is going on in your brain, some things will just be coming up. Like, you'll be seeing videos up and down that would make it look so real. So I was seeing
yeah,
videos of someone that stayed for a year, and AdSense, his AdSense was denied, or what? Yeah. And I saw a video of someone with 3 months, and I was like, so I will wait for a year, and my watch, what would happen to that? And that was how and that was how the impatience came in. It affected me. It affected me,
mm.
just as I told you. I can pull out. My husband watched this video. I pulled out. At a point, one of the days, my husband came back from work, and he came to the room. He was like, "How are you?" I just said, "Fine." Because on a normal day, I am this type of person that likes to vibe around. If
Yeah,
I'm
but
not around, the house will be
yeah,
quiet. I am the life of the party in the house. But if I go out, I'll be calm. So when he came back, he was like, "What is it?" I said, "I'm fine." I didn't say anything. He didn't know that it was YouTube that was doing me. He did not know it was YouTube that was doing me. I heard him. He went to the parlor, and he asked the his nephew who lives with us. He asked him, "What's wrong with my wife? Did anything happen today?" He said, "Even me, oh, this is how I fight." I know he's laughing. Yeah, he's laughing. So when when I heard the response, I truthfully I laughed in the room. I laughed, but when my husband was coming, I had to put that face again because I was tired. I was tired. So while that was going on, the impatience, the whatever, I made a video. I called anybody I could call. But you know what? After 2 weeks, without doing nothing, it was approved. I didn't do anything, and that was me. Ah, I had to. After that happened, I told myself, learn patience. And you know, the devil can be tricky. When I finally scaled through that, I applied for monetization. For people, they would say within 2 hours, 3 hours, just all those
yeah,
stories came up again.
yeah.
My brother, for another over 1 week, YouTube did not say anything. The final day, they told me your channel is not that due to whatever, my channel cannot be monetized. Whew, that was another struggle. So I had to take time to check my channel again. I had to do the needful, which I got to know that I was supposed to add disclaimer to my videos. On my channel,
Mm.
I host some people who would talk about investments, financial decisions that people should make. Unfortunately, I didn't attach disclaimers to those videos, and I think that affected me. That made YouTube to deny the monetization. I had to wait. I did all the changes, and finally, I was monetized. That experience taught me patience and holding on to God while you wait in the process. Then another thing I learned is about my network. That I learned this recently, that anywhere you see yourself going, if you have stayed in a particular group, circle with people for years,
Mm.
and you notice putting the efforts, you are well educated to have grown past that level, you have all the qualifications that should take you up there, and you are still struggling, what you need is a change of circle. Or better still, make sure you find someone in that particular level you are aiming to go to, and make the person part of the people in your network. So you can only sometimes grow to the level you want to grow if there are people who are in that level, who
Mm.
have passed through challenges, who can pave way for you. So this period now, I am very intentional about opening up to people who in higher levels than I am, so I can connect with them and bring in my quota, bring in my knowledge, bring in what I know into them, and also absorb from them too. So I won't remain where I have always been. So that's another thing I am learning.
Yeah, I like how we have I like how we share lessons there in terms of just being patient, and I like how you used YouTube as a practical example.
I
I am going to ask
can
you a
tell
question, and I know your husband is listening. Did
you,
your
yes,
husband know about did your husband know you have a YouTube channel, and did your husband know the activities that you are putting up on YouTube?
yes. Before I started, I had to tell him I want to go into content creation on YouTube. I'll be making videos,
Yeah.
and he was that. Um, I said earlier that one of the dreams I had before was to actually work as a media personality. That was
Mm.
my primary desire in life as a child. But while I
Nice.
was, yes, while I grew up, I couldn't have access to that. So I studied. My first degree was in education. That was where I told you that I wanted to now build on that to become a lecturer. And I couldn't see the job. And then I went into business. Now, I had shared all of this with him before. And when I got married, in fact, at the point, he was asking after my master's if I could go take a course in media or TV, something, something, in a TV
Yeah.
college. But I told myself, why should I go? I'm tired of reading books. Let me just, I am looking for money. So I was like, okay, since I am very aware that to get most of these jobs these days is very difficult, and there is this platform that can allow me to still come up, make videos, why not? So I shared YouTube with him, and he was okay. And I told him the kind of content I would be making. He said he's fine. So I started. In fact, I think I have about 2 to 3 videos I made with him on my channel. Yes, the
Yes. I've
first
seen.
one I made was,
I've seen them.
yes, when we celebrated our 10 years wedding anniversary. That was about 2 years ago. Yeah, I
Mm.
featured him on my channel. Last year, to my 11th year, I featured him. I don't know if he will grant me audience this year because he's really amazing.
Oh yeah, because the
But yeah,
anniversary is in December. It's in December, right?
sir? Yeah, December.
December, because I
Very
like how
soon.
you are saying. I don't know that it's going to grant me audience in December. Stacy husband,
Because I
Stacy
know how
husband,
I
we
have.
need Stacy husband, we need that content. Please grant her permission. And this vlogmas season, we need content for that. Uh, even
I
if it's
would
just for like a
I
few.
look for feedback. I am checking the time, 1 hour 15 minutes, 1 hour 14 minutes. I would check this, even if it is to forward it. I'll forward it and show him. Brother, join me and make video. Collabo. I will tell him.
I like
Ah,
that. Yes, I like that. Like, Goga said that we have to make content for vlogbus and stuff. Bosede and everyone who is joining in and they're wondering who is this beautiful lady on the screen. Today I'm speaking to Moments with Stacy. The channel owner is called Stacy Jonathan, but the channel is called Moments with Stacy. And the channel is like it's a blend and a mix of everything: education, faith, um, learning, business, and whatnot. So we are bringing in all those aspects as we are having our conversation. So in case you're not connected to her, please click on the link that is pinned on top of my chat. It will take you over to her live stream. We are multi-streaming both in Nigeria and in Kenya. Bosede is from Nigeria, so she got here and she's so excited. This person sounds like my people. That's the only thing that she said when she walked into the live stream. So I'm like, Bosede, why are you like this? So she has already jumped over to your channel because she's like, this one speaks like my people. This one speaks like English like mine. And she's also like a teacher. We did have her at the Sunday service like a couple of weeks ago, and she did an amazing job. So I'm sure she's going to jump over and connect. Red Room, nice to see you. Tallman, Simone, and everybody else. I thought I saw Tracy's reality in there as well. Welcome, Tracy, and everybody who is joining and supporting Stacy. Thank you so much. Again, she's newly monetized. She got monetized and she just gave that as a testimony earlier on. And in case you run into her watchman on that live stream, please greet the watchman because that is a monetized channel. We also welcome super chats. What was I saying? Super chat, super stickers, memberships. Interact with the dollar sign so that you can be able to support this beautiful channel because getting monetized is not easy, yo. It is not easy, so we have to make sure that we support it. And once again, Stacey, allow me to thank them on your behalf. Thank you for applying for that AdSense monetization boost. It is as a result of the blessings I from this Tribe Goga community that I was able to make that award to you. It was not mine. It was a community award, and they were very happy to see that at least we had given out the boost to like over 10 people on YouTube. So I'm so happy that you applied and you gave us a very interesting insights. They saw your name, I think, during my birthday party, most of them. So yeah.
Yes.
So guys, please make sure you do that just to make sure that we are supporting Stacy to be part of this beautiful win. Stacey, you said something that I really liked there about how sometimes even platforms like YouTube can really test your faith and your patience, and that's the reality of this world. Like sometimes you feel like you're very strong in your faith, you believe in God or whatever higher divine being that you believe in, but sometimes there are moments in life that really humble us. And I like the example you gave about your husband coming home and he's asking your nephew, what is wrong with my wife? Because you're not the usual bubbly self, you're not the usual excited self, because YouTube, which I call it a university of character development, has decided to delay like their response to you. Nowadays they're even worse, by the way. Nowadays they are worse. They take like so much time. There's a channel that I was supporting. They took over a month to respond to her. And then she was giving up, and then I think we speak today, and then the following morning she sent me a message. Goga, it's like they had our conversation. I just got the congratulations message. It took a month.
Wow.
She was yeah, she was so worried and stuff. So there are those moments that can really like stress you. But I like the example you used there in terms of using that as an anchor to your faith, and I think that came out very well. In this season you are being taught patience. In this season you are being taught stillness. Be still and know I will still make it work, and things like that. In case somebody is listening to you right now, and they're in the exact same position you are in, you remember that moment when your husband was wondering what is wrong with my wife, or that moment when YouTube decided to like take your monetization out temporarily because they want you to do something else. If you remember your state of mind in that particular moment, and there's somebody who's going through the same right now, what is that one thing you will tell them, especially from your faith, faith background, for example?
Okay. So I would advise someone who is in this situation to know that if you don't give up, you will definitely get there. If you are tenacious, your channel will be monetized. It can be delayed, but if you don't give
Yes.
up, you won't be denied. So those emotions will come, those pains will come, those struggle feeling of the struggles and whatever will come. But in that moment, just know that it is a process. As I learned, I forgot to mention that when I was first denied of the monetization, if it were the usual me, with what I'd gone through, I would feel bad. But I think after I saw that message, I became so free because I was so expectant of a report. You understand? I was so expectant of a report, a result, a reply from YouTube. And when I received it, though it was negative, I told myself, I am not giving up. I just had to let that negative result go. That's my past. Let me just go and fix the problems on my channel. So, what I would advise is, if you are there, while you're keeping hope alive and you're being patient, check your channel. Check your channel. What are the mistakes that you've made on your channel that could be affecting the process, the monetization, or whatever is happening on your channel? If it is possible, reach out to other content creators who have been monetized already so they can work with you through that process.
All
But be
right.
patient.
I like that. And yes, guys, those of you who are listening in, please make sure you take note of that. And welcome Kaka Hamis and everyone else who is coming through. I saw Nuru, my brother Nuru is in the building. Wakesho, thank you so much for popping in. Sunship is watching us all the way from Baltimore and they're connected to Stacy. Thank you so much, guys, for making it happen. I really appreciate that. Thank you,
So,
thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
you.
Um, let me transition nicely from faith because and I know we'll keep coming back to it at some point. Marriage and relationship realities, especially on a space like YouTube. I have watched a number of your videos. Of course, I think there were about 2 videos of yours I watched that you did with your husband. Um, First of all, most people never, especially those of us from Africa, and I'm sure you can attest to this. Uh, it is not very easy, some of us, to get our spouses on camera. So let us talk about, so how did you get this man to come and make content with you? Because you know these African men. You know these men. I think either you probably blackmailed him or something. I want to know how you got him to like come and sit in front of a camera and you're telling him, wait, can you smile a bit? No, 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 that angle is not working. Change it like this. Yeah, I'm sure it took a lot of grace from him to just be part of this, and he's like, let me do it because it's our anniversary, so let me do this. Let me just do it because a happy wife is a happy life. So
Yes.
yeah, so spouse content on a space like YouTube. How is that for you? Like, how is that experience for you? And how do you like navigate the challenge of because most people are normally very paranoid about even like first of all, how did he even allow you to put his kids? In that point, the kids become his. Like it's like, why are you putting my kids on YouTube or on the internet? How do you navigate that conversation of making content with your family? And does your husband support your content creation experiments and whatnot? And I like how people on the chat are saying, Stacy, can you speak slowly there because we are taking notes? There are some people on the chat here who are saying that you're speaking on their behalf, so they're
Oh, the Lagos, Lagos is a fast-paced uh, state in Nigeria. So I live in
yeah,
Lagos. I live here, and we
yeah.
do things very. It's like they're using something to follow us. If we go out, we're walking like we're running. We talk very fast. And I came here. I wasn't born in Lagos. I came here about 12 years ago. Before I knew it, the system has changed me. In
Yeah.
fact, when I was speaking with someone from home means from the northern part of Nigeria, she had to ask me, is someone following you with something? Can you slow down? This is not our culture. I'm so sorry. In Lagos, we have to minimize the 24 hours and make it look like 48 hours. Because 1 minute, we want to do what would be done in 1 minute. How will I put it? What would be done in 1 minute in half of a minute. You understand? So we have things, want to do many things at a time. So I've taken note of that. I pray I can be slow. Lagos, leave me now. Lagos, leave me. Let me adopt the YouTube style. Let me talk calmly. Posh.
Yes.
All right, back to the question. Should I be posh?
Ladies and gentlemen, take notes. The members of the YouTube Spouses Association, if you are listening.
All right, back to the question. So I have said before that I have passion for the media space. My husband is the opposite. My husband is very conservative and reserved. He is not the type who likes the public. He doesn't like himself being in public. If he must be in public, it should be official work or something he would do within a minute and leave. So how did I get him here? The first video we ever met, I used the manipulation. I will confess. I made sure I guilt-tripped him because, he supported the idea of coming on YouTube because he understood that I wanted to share with the world. I wanted to just share something. I was not even after the money per se at the initial stage. It was when I came, I knew that, they can make money here. And the Nigerian spirit in me said, why will I leave dollar when they are paying dollar here? I should work hard and make more dollars here. Add it to my Naira, right? So I had to put effort. But I manipulated him. No two ways about it. I told him, so you said you're supporting me. You said you're a support system. So what is this? If you don't show up, you are supporting. This guy wanted to go to work. I can't forget that day. He was set to go to work. While he was getting set to go to work, I had put my ring light and my camera. I said, Oga, you come and to do this video. He said, I am going to work. I said, Oga, you must join me. I know he reached close to the door. I had to hold his bag. I said, you're going nowhere. When I noticed that it is not by fight. Fight cannot work. I cannot force him. Then I manipulated. I said, oh, you said you will support. I can see support. Support indeed. And that one. And with that, he felt like, I think I need to just stay back and do this video. But he told me to be fast though. Just be fast. I'll not say much. Just talk much so that we'll finish this video. So that was the first one. But I think the subsequent one, see, it was always cajoling him. I must cajole him. It wasn't something like I have idea, let's do the video. So let me not lie. I have to cajole him. For the kids, I would say my daughter is reserved, but she had always seen me with camera, so she liked that. So sometimes I would see her with my phone, pick my phone up, like, she would now put her hand, hello guys, welcome to my channel. Have you subscribed? Have you subscribed to my mommy's channel? Hope you're seeing the drama. So she liked that, and immediately I wanted to do the video with him, I think last year. So she said, because most of the videos I actually featured them on my channel. For the last one I did with them, I didn't show their faces. And it wasn't because my husband said no. It was personal for me. I wanted to just protect their faces. I don't know if they would like to be in the public space or not. So I didn't want to take that decision of projecting them out there when they don't even want what they want. But when we wanted to do the video, the last one I did, the 11th year anniversary video, which I did with my husband and the kids, they by themselves told me they wanted to feature in the video. So I told them, you're welcome. Since you want to show your faces, you should join me. At least this will keep your faces for you. When you grow up, you'll see how you look when you were kids. So that was it.
I like that, and I'm going to share that particular video, because that's one of the videos I really like on your channel. where you brought your family. Guys, you can go when you connect to Stacy, you have to go watch this video that it's only like 12 minutes, I think. It's the video that she did with the family, and that is the entire family there. I want you to pay attention to a few things. Let me see that I can remove these things on the side. I want to say that I can expand it. So there's the video. So let me just give it a little play because the owner is here. I think. Hold on. Let me see that I can unmute.
Years yesterday. Yay! We closed 11 years, and today we decided to show our adorable children.
They look amazing.
They have been so excited. Are you happy to be here?
Yes.
Aww. Yeah, I'm going to pause it there, guys, so that you guys can go and watch. You have to watch the video. I am not going to play the entire video here because you guys will not watch the video. So I'm looking at your kids, looking at your husband's face. It is priceless. The kids are like, yes. Dad is like, how long will this go? I need to leave this place. I love this video because your husband's face is very. He does not know how to hide this. Like he cannot hide. This face is very direct. It communicates directly.
I spoke with him. Please help me enjoy. Let me connect my power bank. I think my battery is going down. I had to with him. Please join us. I cajoled this man. I cajoled him. Like like my daughter. You will see her there. This girl doesn't talk out. But that day, her mouth was very sharp. Please, Daddy, please, let's do this together, please. I was like, God, for the team I have today, they are helping me to do the job, and you have to join. When he joined, was do this video fast. Do it fast. I want to go. Do it fast.
This video, guys, you have to go watch this video. This is the 11th. This was when they were celebrating their 11th anniversary. It was like last year in December. You need to go rewatch. You need to go watch this video. It's like just scroll. You will see it. It's very clear on the thumbnail, and then just go play it.
My name is Ardy Treasure. You're welcome to this channel. So, what will you tell my subscribers? They are looking for my moment with Stacy. That's the channel's name. Thank you so much.
Your son even knows the YouTube channel name.
On my channel and subscribe. Thank you so much. So we'll be having a game, and it's going to be a simple one. We want to ask them some simple questions, and they will tell us.
The moment your husband did this,
it's like you knew him from somewhere. Goga, did you?
The moment your husband just decided to support his chin, I knew Stacy, you have to anyhow. But Stacy, before we continue, I want to comment about the quality of your videos. And I've told you this before on our private call. Your videos are so clear. Your videos are in 1080. All of them, even when you're walking in the street, even if it is so random, even the way you look on the live stream today, there's something about the quality of your videos. And this is not me just trying to be very to massage your ego or anything. Guys, go and check out Stacy's videos, all of them. There's something about those videos. They don't even look blurry. I think either she does a lot of quality. She does a lot of quality assurance before it goes out, or she's very keen in terms of the clarity of the video. So as you are going to respond to this question about our spouses supporting our content creation and the family, I just want to give you your flowers because look at guys, I've just selected 720 on the video you guys are seeing on the screen. It's not even the full 1080. This is only 720. Look at the way it looks, very crisp. It looks very nice. It looks picture perfect. So talk to us about this and why is quality very important even when it comes to your content? Because for me, I really love the quality of your videos.
Okay, for quality content, I would say I love anything that has quality. If the video is not giving, my eyes will just start closing by themselves. Automatically, they start closing. And to I I I have always thought my quality is not fantastic because
Mm.
I've always been aiming for something far better, but I feel happy that it is a bit recognized. This is not to make me relax on this level, but
Yeah.
to encourage me so I will do better. I'm grateful for this because you're not the first person who told me this. I'm grateful. But for me, quality is very key. There's a way quality makes you stick on a video. Now, I am, yes, it makes you stick on a video. I have been, aside from my video, there are people whose videos I've been watching here. I'll mention their names. Makado, I hope I got it
Mm.
right. Kado's channel. I have watched her videos, and countless times I've asked her, what phone do you use? Because I've not even really seen my quality looking like hers. One of the things that makes me stick on her videos, because sometimes they could be silent vlogs, no talk, but music in the background with
Mm.
movement, whatever. But the quality keeps me on those videos. I know of Dr. Amy, whose videos qualities are also great. I know of Nengi too. Nengi is great. Favor is doing very well too. So most of these contents, I notice that when I go there, if the quality is good, I might not even be bothered about what is said. My eye will just be on the screen. So I asked
Yes.
myself, I told myself, if this video capture my attention that much, it means I need to do more in my video editing. I should invest in light because I understood that if I have good source of light, it helps to solve part of the problems with editing. Even if
Yeah.
the camera, the phone is not that great, if you have good source of light, it's able to, you're already illuminated, and it will just capture something beautiful for you. And for the kind of phone I have to shoot on 4K 60. So there's
Oh.
4K 60. So I make sure I do the setting to shoot on 4K 60. So I will have something very reasonable to edit with, because I already know that CapCut, as at this moment, there most of the offers on CapCut are now for pro pro clients or pro whatever, those who have subscribed for the pro CapCut Pro offers. So for me to have access to the 1020 um, frame or whatever on CapCut, I have to be on the I have to be a pro subscriber. And for now, I am not a pro subscriber. So that's why you're seeing the 720 in the video. But
Mm.
why it is as good as this is because I first shot the video. My camera setting is on 4K 60. So even if I do a lot of adjustments and CapCut reduces the quality, it will still come out a bit reasonable. The quality will be a bit tangible and appealing to see.
Mm.
So investing in a quality video is very good. Light and the kind of phone one uses to shoot the videos.
All
Or
right.
if you have, that's fine
Okay.
because
Uh,
it will subscribers or whoever is coming to watch your videos. It will keep them glued to the video or on the
I
video
love
rather.
I love what you said. I really like what you said in terms of and even GB. Let me see that I can get the name right so that I don't butcher the name. Even GB Jibin NJB in the building says always striving for excellence. Always striving for Stacy is amazing. She's always striving for excellence. I
Thank
like what you
you.
said in terms of the first impressions for you are very important, and you're likely to stay on a video because the visuals are so good. Like,
Good.
yeah,
The
the visuals
quality.
are so,
In
yeah. I
Nigeria,
think I
quality is given. The quality is given. Like it has the vibes.
I
So
love that.
that is what Nigeria.
Hmm.
The vision, impression the vision gives should be good enough to keep the subscribers or the viewers. So in Nigeria, if something attracts you that much, and it keeps you there. We will say this thing is giving. It is giving the vibes.
Yeah, somewhere, yeah. Well, your video quality is clearly given, and I thought I should give you your flowers for sure. Back to our questions with Oga. Back to your questions with your Oga.
Yes.
In terms of marriage generally, because you guys have been married, you have a beautiful family. By the way, you have a very beautiful family. They look amazing. Being on social media and also just putting your family on social media can be also a very tricky, can also be like a very tricky affair. How do you like make sure that I know there are certain things that will never end up on the public space as much as possible. You're a mother, and I know you look at all those dynamics. Even on this beautiful video that you were just watching a few minutes ago,
Yeah.
I'm sure there are certain things you preserve for yourself and the family. You never get to see them. So it's maybe on these occasional moments like anniversaries that maybe we get to interact with them. How do you
Yes.
keep, how do you safeguard your privacy as well, just as a family, when it comes to content, so that you're not oversharing?
Okay. First of all, I have to take time to digest whatever I want to share. So if I have an idea about something that relates to my family or that pertains to my family, I ask myself many questions. If I share this, what are the implications?
Hmm.
Okay, what are the implications? What will be the implications in the years to come? Because the social media space does not forget. I might make a video and upload here and decide to delete the video. But I know there are YouTube video downloaders where people can download my video and it will be off the link, right? So even if I
Hmm.
delete the video from YouTube, they still have access to those videos on their phones. So before I share, I ask myself, what will the impact of this to me now and later? Something that keeps me in check. And then I had to decide the platform I want to share my family. I have never
Hmm.
shared my family on Facebook. Like sharing a video of I and them doing something, except for this um cutting some parts of my videos and putting them there to entice people to come and watch the full video on my YouTube channel, right?
Yeah.
And why
Hmm.
I chose YouTube is because I have come to understand that YouTube is where people come to look for something deliberately. They are intentional about coming here. So if someone is coming to YouTube, something really push him or her to come to YouTube. Before now, I know I've been a fan of YouTube for a long time. I come here to watch how to cook some foods. I am not familiar with how to cook them. I come to watch sermons. I come to watch movies. I come to learn things because I know there just many things. YouTube is like it's a Google, like Google search engine in videos, right? So
True.
so I decided to choose YouTube because to me YouTube is a bit private. There are many people who know me on Facebook. They really, especially those people who are ready to drag the life out of someone. I believe that Facebook is where people are or easy to drag themselves. You understand? Especially, I am sorry to say it, especially those in Nigeria. That's what I'm familiar with. Are we together?
Yes,
Are
I
you
can hear you.
okay? Especially those in Nigeria. I am mentioning Nigeria because these are the people I know. These are the majority of the people I connect with on Facebook, right? So if you sneeze on Facebook and you sneeze the way people don't like, one person will complain about your sneezing. He will make a content out of it. Before you know it, within 5 minutes, you are everywhere. You are viral. You are trending. No, I don't. That is even why I don't like to put myself that much on Facebook. I feel there and it can keep my life for me a bit. So even when I want to share about my family, I still choose YouTube because not everybody will see it. And I'm intentional about the kind of content I post there. So I have to check myself, what will be the effects before posting it here.
All right. And Cindy, thank you so much for that blessing over to Stacy's channel. We appreciate that. Yes, guys, feel free to feel free to drop those blessings and make that dollar sign active in case you're watching from Stacy's side. Newly monetized channel, by the way. Newly monetized. Stacy, have you gotten your first payout from YouTube, or you're still waiting?
I'm still waiting. I just verified my ad.
Yes, guys, make
Oh, this
make that make that AdSense busy. Make that AdSense busy in case you have like any extra blessing you want to drop there. We need to make sure she gets her threshold. She needs to get her
thank
threshold. Yeah. Uh I like that, and even Rebecca Le Prince agrees with you. Rebecca is watching you from the UK, and she's also very particular when it comes to her family and her on her channel. And I like
oh
for me, I like how you are thinking. I like how you are thinking future. You're not thinking in the immediate moment. You are thinking like what will be the implication of this content in the future, not
in
necessarily even now. I think that's very like that's foresight. That's being proactive in a
yes,
sense,
yes,
because you never know. You really never know what may happen.
yes.
And guys, if you have any question you want to ask Stacy, feel free to drop it on the chat. We can take them as she's talking, so that we don't have to like pile them up. So you can drop them down on the chat, and then I'll be able to like
Yes, ma'am.
yeah, I'll be able to like drop them. Sure, Stacy. You need a break or something? Oh, yes, and yes, may your cup overflow. That is from Sunship. Yes, thank you so much, Cindy. Thanks so much for that. And Niger African Sports. Thank you so much, Bosede, for that membership as well. Thank you so much for that, Niger Bosede.
Niger.
Give
This person is using green, our color. Niger means Nigerian.
Yes. Don't worry, she's already come to your channel with her main house. She's called Bosede Joseph. She has like a million other channels. So
Oh, thank,
yeah.
thank you so much.
So this is a new channel that she just created. I'm trying to remember how to say the name because it's giving me it's still new. It's still new. I've not like mastered how to say it.
Yeah.
Yes. Let us talk about girl child advocacy and women affairs. This is something that you're very passionate about, especially on your channel, and you talk about this. What are the issues, especially affecting the girl child, that really weigh heavy on your heart? And you can answer this depending on whatever it is, and the kind of advocacy that you are promoting on your channel. What are these issues that affect the girls in Nigeria that are really that really weigh heavy on your heart, and that's why you chose to like use your platform also to advocate for the girl?
Okay. As you were asking the question, I was looking at girl child. Let me redefine girl child, because when we talk about girl child, we always look at that young lady from maybe um 12 to 18, 19, 20, someone who is very
Mhm.
young. But I want to
Yeah.
redefine the girl child to mean any female, right? Any
Yes.
female.
Any female,
This is
yes.
this is just because what I want to say. I want it to be an umbrella for all the females to address the issues of every woman. I would say the thing for me about the challenge of many Nigerian girl child, let me use that word as a concept, is um, our inability to grow as individuals, finding ourselves, self discovery. I have come to realize that many women struggle with who they are, especially in this part of the world. And when I talk about struggling with who they are, it is just like a culture that we grew up as Africans, right? And most of us who grew up in the our parents were the the older generation that brought us, trained us up, they trained us in such a way that it feels like there is a map. Will I say a map, a guide to train every child same way in every home. This is why if I go on social media and somebody is writing, because in Nigeria, most of us we can understand this. Someone might write, this is how a Nigerian mother will behave. Just ask her any question. She uses either her slippers, her shoe, or the broom or anything and throws at you. And when you are reading that post, it resonates with you because it feels like all these mothers, all these women read a book and learned from a book on how to train their girls. So somebody is telling you, my mother did this, then you say, really? I remember when I was 10, this was what my mom did to me. And if you look at that experience again, you look at the people talking or dropping those comments on Facebook, they are far apart from each other. They are from different geopolitical zones in Nigeria. So from where I live here in Lagos to where I am from, if you'll be driving by road, it should take you about 16 to 17 hours or even 20 hours. You get what I'm saying? So if you'll be driving by road from Lagos to Plateau State, that's where I'm from, and it will take you 20 hours. You can imagine, how did my mother from Jos know the tricks of another mother in Lagos, and they are doing the same thing in different homes? So that has been the challenge for me. And one thing that this did to many of us is we grew up in families that compare us. So my mother is trying to train me, mold me into a child, into that girl she wants. She's telling me, can't you see this family? Can't you see this house? Can't you see their daughter? Can't you see so person in this house? I want you to be like her. So we grew up, most of us, trying to be like another person they were comparing us with. And instead of growing up to find my individuality, those things that make me up as Tessie, those things that define me, and appreciating those things about me, I grew up molding myself to be like another lady whom I have been compared with or compared to in another family or even in my family. So I noticed that most of the girls that grew up, many of us we struggled rather with discovering who we truly are because we did not have that space while growing up to discover ourselves. We were asked to model our lifestyles by another standard or by a general standard. So those potentials or traits about me, I didn't let them grow with me, right? I did not nurture them while growing up. I just grew up becoming another person. So when we grow up, for the few people who try to fight through this, who are able to discover themselves, when they come out and display who they are, they stand to be different. They tend to be different. And sometimes the world sees them as rebellious people. Oh, she's full of herself. She talks too much. This is not what we know. This is not the conventional way of doing things. In Nigeria, we do it this way. In Nigeria, girls are this way. But you are doing the different thing. You're doing the contrary thing to what we know, the norms, right? So that is the major challenge of most girl children or women in Nigeria. So if you try to, like today, I was reading a post online, a popular content creator. She's also a YouTuber, but I think her name is Messi Ume, something like that. If you've heard of Cora, one Cora, the musician, the popular musician, who is married to an American, something good, her elder sister. I follow her on Facebook, and I think yesterday also was her daughter's birthday, and people were looking at what she wore. Women were criticizing her. Why would you wear this on your daughter's birthday? No, 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 no. This cloth is not shouty enough. This cloth looks cheap. This cloth looks this, because that is not the conventional way. That is not what most people know. So the same women, the same people who are women, we have been trained by a particular with a particular standard, and we have grown up to resent some of the women who dare to do things differently. And sometimes this comes from the place that we couldn't discover ourselves. So if parents, these mothers of today's generation, can allow their children evolve, can let the children discover the things that are unique about them. So when they grow up, it won't be a struggle. Every woman will appreciate her uniqueness, appreciate who she is, and it will be easier for us to come together with our differences and blend into one another, and we will appreciate one another's difference. Yeah, so that is it for me.
Sorry, I was muted. I was trying to like turn on my mute, and I saw a number of people coming through the chat. To the people who are just joining the live, the Sunday service today, we are with Stacy Jonathan, all the way from Nigeria. So we are having an amazing conversation. We are looking at content from the lens of faith, education, business, and the lessons in between. And girl child advocacy is one of those things that is very passionate to her heart. And I'm glad that she really articulated it very well. You remind me of like when you were growing up. It's amazing seeing all our African parents is like they all went to the same school and they all had the same script. Whether it's in Nigeria, whether it is in Kenya, literally, it's literally when you are busy describing that, I was just like, this is like what I used to see at home as well. It's amazing.
And you know what?
Yeah.
There's something I want to say again. I think when I connect with some people from Kenya, I think many of the content creators from Kenya that I connected with, they have their looks look similar to the people from my place, like originally from my culture. I said before that Nigeria is so diverse. Nigeria is so multifaceted that we look like one Nigeria out there, but when we come here, we know our differences. So as I said that I'm from Plateau State, I am there, but in that small state I mentioned, there are over 20 different, over 20. And when I began to connect with content creators from Kenya, I noticed something. I noticed some of the foods they would cook and maybe they show it on their live streams or whatever, their videos, their foods that are originally from my place. There's a common food from your place that is made from maize. Ugali.
Ugali, yeah.
Ugali is my native food in Nigeria.
What? No way.
Yes, I have a Kenyan. There is a member of my church who is from Kenya. I've made some videos I posted on my channel recently.
Yeah.
My vacation, I went to somewhere. I went to that area, and when I came back, I told her. She was like, "Oh, give me, so I can make some I can make ugali."
Yeah.
That's just that the process, the way we make ours, it's a bit light. It is not as heavy and strong.
Yes. Yeah.
It's like Kenya, strong people.
Yeah, and the lower you go, because when I lived in South Africa, I could not eat the South African ugali because it was so soft. Like I used to think it is not it is not well cooked, but it was actually perfectly cooked, because it's just that when you go down the south, it will get softer.
Yeah. So the South Africans, I think they call it pap.
Yes, pap. Yeah, mealy pap. Yes.
The way
we have a South African on the chat. Talk of South Africans and they show up. Tandeka, my sister, is here. Welcome, Tandek.
We have a South African.
Yeah.
Oh, you're welcome.
There's a South African on the live stream. She just came right when you were talking about food. Yes, carry on.
Yeah, I said the method we make, the type of ugali we make here in my place is the method South Africans make, something lighter and not as the way Kenyans do. So I've watched and I've seen some of your foods from Kenya. They look similar to what we eat from where I came from in Nigeria. But on the global scene, if they are putting the major languages, because we have 3 major languages, these are the languages that have more speakers or have been adopted by the country the means of communication among people. Like if you can't speak English, you should be able to speak any of this, so you can communicate with people who are not from where you are from. So if you
Let me
go to those,
let me ask, because we are on the subject of food, and people are getting so excited when you are talking about food on the chat for some reason. I don't know, they are hungry, they need to go and get. Guys, in case you are watching from the house, go and, this is a time for commercial break. David
eh?
Ant also
and I'm
walked in. No, not
and
you,
I'm
Stacy.
telling stew in my house now. It's like something is going on in my kitchen too, as well.
Yeah, for some reason he started talking about food, and everybody on the chat is now getting so excited
Actually,
for
my
some reason.
I've got to get food too.
Yeah. I struggle eating on live stream, so I'll eat after the live stream. I
Oh,
can never eat on a live stream. It bothers me like crazy.
so
But
yeah,
anyway, yeah, because
I
because
think
of the
oh,
multitasking, I'll be reading the. It always gets cold when I'm eating, because I'm not like eating. I'm just talking.
for me,
But speaking of, for you, carry on.
I can't
You
eat
can't eat
on
on
live.
live. Yeah.
No,
If I eat on a live stream, if I eat on a live stream, I try to avoid my face, so you'll see the food for sure, but you'll not see my face and stuff. But anyway, speaking of food, what is your take? Because there's a man on the live stream right here who likes bothering all my guests at the Sunday service when it comes to food, about okra.
okay.
So, what is your take on okra? David Ant, I know you are listening. David Ant, crawl out of where you are hiding from, because this question had to be asked. And Stacey, the one who started talking about food, I did not even ask anything about food. It was Stacey who was talking about food. Now that we are on the subject, we might as well. Stacey, what is your
Yeah.
take on okra? And make sure you answer this question in a very politically correct way, because a lot of whether you are coming back to the Sunday service depends on your answer. And it's not a threat. I am not threatening. It's just that I've lost this okra war for the last 3 weeks. So now I'm trying to blackmail guests on their answers.
Even if I don't get, I can lobby my way around with Goga.
What is your
I
take?
can.
What is your take when it
Um,
comes to okra?
it is, truthfully speaking, it is one of my favorites.
Say it
But
louder.
it is
Sorry, I think we had an audio problem. Say it louder. Say it again, closer to the camera.
one of my favorite soups. But it
Okay.
has to be made the way I want it to be made. So it depends on how they cook it. If it is not given, if it does not align with my mouth, how I want it to taste in my mouth, I'm not gonna eat it.
But
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 if
you
it,
but you but
I
you
love,
eat it. It is very
I love,
clear. I like how you say you love
I
it. You love it. It is one of
yes.
your favorite foods, but it depends on how it is made.
I think, yeah. When I was pregnant with my son, I think that was a soup I ate, and my husband must be the one who would make it, and the method. Hmm. After I had my baby, I didn't go back to that method again, but I still love it. In fact, it was Saturday, right? I ate it
Yes.
yesterday.
You ate
Yeah.
okra yesterday because you knew you were
Yes.
coming to the Sunday service and you needed to make sure that you eat proper food. Thank you. Sarah King, nice to see you, Sarah King. Stacey has answered that question. Guys, stop asking further questions. She has already answered the question on okra, and it is a very favorable answer. You are welcome to the Sunday service anytime you want. Thank you for being very candid and very clear without any fear of contradiction. The okra question has been won. David Hunt, you lost this one. Go and pray. And you've been winning all these okra wars against me, but this one we have won. This one we have won. And then Ifeanyi, can you stop manipulating my guests? Ifeanyi is saying Stacy is blessed. David Hunt. See what a believer is saying. Yes.
What
Yes.
did she say? It is.
No, because
Jesse,
David Hunt is a gospel artist, so I think Ifeanyi is just trying to rub it in his face that you are a believer and you agree that okra is supposed to be eaten. So David Hunt is anti-okra, so people always get excited when he does not have his way at the Sunday service.
yeah.
Um, and then Rebecca is adding something here. Yikes, I almost ended the live stream. I clicked on the wrong thing. Rebecca is saying something here that I think is very important. Okra is a must for people willing to become parents and for pregnant ladies ready to deliver their babies. This is why your husband was making for you okra, Stacy. Clearly.
Yeah. It wasn't really because of that, but because I wanted to. That was the cravings.
Wait, let me ask you something. What is that? Your husband enjoys okra as well, right?
Really, I don't know. I'm
No,
not
okay.
sure.
Like when you cook it the way you like it, when you cook okra the way you like it, how does it look like when he's eating it? Like,
If the taste is good,
mm,
if the taste is good, he enjoys it. He will finish the plate, and you will see
okay,
him. You know, hot. You know, Lagos is very hot. That's why you could hear fan here.
yeah,
I think one of the signs you will know is even if he's under fan, he will be
yeah.
sweating. Food is good. He's enjoying.
Stacey has finished this conversation, guys. Stacey, that is the end of the commercial break. I don't think David is going to talk anytime soon on the chat. Stacey has finished this conversation on okra. This is too much. And Nino and Lo are saying their Jamaican roots cannot allow them. They cannot allow them not to like make anything without okra. Okay, they just meant they say I cannot. As a Jamaican, I cannot fathom cooking cooking fish without adding okra. That is from Nino. Guys. Okay, it
Wow.
has been decided. Yeah, it has been
Wow.
decided. David says, I
Wow.
had to take a. There is nothing about taking a call, David Hunt. Stacey has already finished the conversation on okra. Rewind. It's she's been talking about okra for the last 3 minutes. You can rewind.
Yeah.
But I
I
like
feel
that was a
it's
good
like
conversation about food.
you say I'm finishing him on this live stream. I know he's watching. He's back.
No, okra is a very sensitive conversation at the Sunday service. For some reason, it's always just a very sensitive topic.
You know, I told you when I was pregnant, I loved it. This
Yeah.
particular son I ate okra for almost 9 months with doesn't want to see okra. He doesn't
You
want the soup. My son doesn't.
Stacy, no worry. We don't want to know about your son's take on okra. Thank you. Shh.
No objection again.
You cannot give David a bit of victory because you are start. No, Stacy, no further information needed on okra. Thank you so much. The answer was sufficient. I am satisfied. You're welcome back to the Sunday service. Don't add anything about your son and no. Don't say anything else. I hope David did not. I hope David did not hear that part because you don't want David to hear those parts. Oh my God, that was so funny. Anyway, when it comes to food, what is and this is just a good commercial break before we get into the last set of questions we are going to discuss. What is your favorite food generally as Stacy? Like, what do you enjoy making?
What I enjoy making or what I enjoy eating? Is it what I enjoy making or what I enjoy eating?
Yeah.
What I
Okay. It can
or make,
go either way. I'm just trying to figure out your favorite meal.
so if I will look at my favorite meal, it should be any meal that is more of the Nigerian native cuisines, like our native food, like this okra. We have what we call the egusi soup. I know you've
Egusi
heard of
soup.
egusi.
Yes.
Yes, egusi. Yes, I love Nigerian jollof rice. It is one of my best, and I cook it with
Nice.
the whole of my life. With if I make that, I make it with love.
Why did you have to
When
like emphasize that? Why did you have to emphasize that part? Like you cook it with all of your life?
I cook it with love, so it will give me what I want because I love it. I love
Okay.
Nigerian jollof. Yes. I love we have what we call swallow in Nigeria, and I think the general name that is very common with people is fufu, right? They will say fufu, fufu,
Fufu,
right?
yes.
Feel.
Fufu.
I don't know. I don't call any of that fufu. Fufu in my own place. So I like those swallows. Like the South Africans would call it pap. You would call it
Pap.
ugali. So
Yeah.
call them. We call it swallow or fufu or whatsoever. But we have varieties of that. We have the one that is made from wheat. We have the one made from semolina. We have the one made from corn. We have different varieties. We have the one made from fonio. So I will say my favorite, anything swallow. I love it too. I love it.
Okay.
But my favorite, anything that is more Nigerian. I'm not I'm
Native
not
and
hit
stuff.
on pizza. You know all those pizza,
Yeah.
burger. Uh, Maybe I'm a village girl, but
No, it's
uh,
and it's okay because I think most people nowadays you realize that the world is going back because that's what our parents and grandparents used to eat, and nowadays I
yes,
find that I find that most of us are now going back there because that is the healthy
back,
stuff because back there.
yes.
So I totally agree and I love that. All right, that was a good commercial break just to understand food and everything. You also wear many hats. You're not just a wife. You're not just a content creator. You also not just a person who is like strongly grounded in the faith, but you're also like parenting in a very difficult generation. We live in a generation, and you rightfully pointed out earlier that when it comes to your content on YouTube, you try to make sure that because your kids are always on your live stream and the kids are always interacting also on your content. You try to be
Yeah.
very like intentional in terms of what you're putting out there. What does parenting feel like, especially in the kind of generation you are living in? Because you are a woman of faith, and there's a way you want to guide your kids to grow. Are there certain values anchored on faith that are non-negotiable when it comes to raising these kids? And I'm asking this
And
because I was listening to one of my mentors yesterday, and she was saying something so nice because she was on her live stream and not a, okay, she was on a video. She was on her video and she was talking about the challenges she's going through raising her three kids. And there's something she said that I really liked in that video. And for her, she said that my parents, I don't think, used to go through this when they were raising me, but this is something that I have to deal with in the new generation. And one of the things she said is that if there's something I like my kids doing is being grateful, and I always have to remind them. And she said that it is not a one-time event; it is something that you'll have to keep reminding them until it sinks. And then she noticed that now, as a 14-year-old gets it, the 7-year-old is still struggling. You have to like say, hey, Baba say thank you. Baba say thank you. Baba say please, and things like that. But the daughter has now like even past, adopted it in such a way that she's been very grateful even when the mom is not in the building. And for her, she said that
yeah,
when she saw that one time, she was so happy. She was like, "Oh, I'm winning in this parenting game."
yeah,
So are
yes.
there certain values for you as a woman of faith and as a Christian that are non-negotiable when it comes to raising your kids? And why these particular values specifically?
Okay, yeah. Let me go straight to the point. Yes, there are values, and just as you said, how does it feel to train children in this time? Parenting is something that we did not learn somewhere before becoming parents. So we learned the job on the job. You
Mm,
understand? We learn to become parents on the job. Even though I would say there are some of us or some people who, especially in Nigeria, um, some people would adopt someone who they believe is older to help them take care of their kids. But taking care of the kids is just like a nanny job. It is totally different from parenting. With parenting, there is a level of control you have. There is a level of supremacy, power rather. Let me not use that supremacy; it's a bit strong. Level of power you
mm,
have that you could ask the kids, give them instructions, and you expect them to follow. So for me, it has not been easy. I've never had the experience. I have always imagined that I was a good child. But sometimes when I remember the things I did, I know I will be putting a video very soon on my channel. When I went on vacation, I had to visit where I had my childhood. And I saw one of the houses that we would climb a tree, a guava tree. They will be looking for us as kids. We had gone there, we'll climb that tree. As a girl, I'll climb that tree and be on the top of the roof of the house.
As a girl?
Yes. So you can imagine what our parents went through trying to control us. So at this moment now, I am telling myself, I don't know if it was actually easy for them training me. Now, at this time, there are things that, truthfully speaking, there are values that I know. Even my parents tried to instill, like you mentioned, gratitude, faith. My parents wanted us to be grounded in something. We should believe in something and hold it firmly. Because as human beings, we, from where my family, we believe that the supernatural controls the physical. So it was part of the system, the principles that they taught us, that we should believe in the faith we were handed over to by them and hold it firmly, because that will be part of the things that will help us to navigate life easily. So for me, it is part of the things, the principles I am intentionally trying to vibe in my children. They might not be getting it right because, as I said before, I have not finished figuring my life as a Christian.
Yes.
I do some for accountability. So if I have children, I am trying to teach them the little I know, and I also pray to God to also help them and reveal Himself to them. Right? That is part of my prayer. So intentionally, I would give them assignments of studying the Word occasionally. I remember there was a time, their long vacation, they had this 2 months holiday or 6 weeks holiday, and one of the principles was, when you wake up still in your bed, you are expected to read the Bible, study the Bible by yourself, pick any verse and study. When you finish, you pray. When you come out, you explain what you studied, tell me what you learned there. Some of these things, yes, some of these things would engage them. It would help them and engage. And just like the other person you talked about, one of the things I know I am intentionally teaching my children is tolerance. I have come to understand that one of the one of the challenges many families are struggling with or are having now is the aspects that parents could not manage their children properly when they were coming up. We have this experience in the Bible, the story of Esau and Jacob, where the mother had a favorite, right? So
yeah,
that things as this, or experiences as this can affect the relationship siblings will have in the future. And for me, I have only two of them. I would always tell them, only the two of you God gave me. Please, you have to love each other by force. I don't have strength to shout. Right? So the two of them, I want them to I want them to grow in tolerance, because they are two different personalities. My son is the vibrant, active, sanguine, he's all over the place. My daughter is the conserved, calm, collected, well organized kind of person. My son is the one that he's everywhere. Let me speak like Nigerians, as in that's how sometimes you will see them. I'm sorry, I'm adjusting this. I feel like I'm at home. Sometimes you will hear the younger sister telling him, "Why can't you put yourself together? Why are you just scattered everywhere?" Can you imagine? That is the younger girl telling her elder brother. So these are two different people, but I have noticed that sometimes the sister, who is the organized, collected person, sometimes she is mostly irritated by her brother because he's not as organized as she is. Right? She has put everywhere in order, and She's hoping that that place will be well kept. But this brother in the Lord is here. His mission is to scatter. He doesn't care how you arrange it. And he will scatter that place within a twinkle of an eye and doesn't even care to put it back in order. So some of these things, but I had to sit them down, and I occasionally would tell them to learn to tolerate. See, you can be as organized as everything, but the wider world is not as organized as you
That's
think
true.
you are. You always meet people who will be scattered, and God has helped you that you have a brother who is scattered. So you should learn to begin to tolerate and extend this to the wider world. When you grow up, you will be out there, you will meet different people. Doing this will help you. So for me, tolerance is very important. I intentionally bring them to that space where they would hurt each other, but you will come and tell each other, I'm sorry, and hug each other back. That hugging is very important. It doesn't matter if you're still hurt, you must hug. Because who doesn't want hug? Who doesn't like it? You will hug. So for me, that's part of the principle.
Yeah.
Um, and teaching them the values, our cultural values. We have a unified cultural value as Nigerians. So I want them to go out there. Not that I want them to be people pleasers, but there should be characters that they should display out there that will show that they were well nurtured from home. At this moment, I can tell you for sure they have not gotten everything. We still struggle with it. Sometimes if we go out, I will have to remind them. I'll pinch, I'm sorry, you too. I hope my word is not wrong. But I'll by the side and
Yeah.
tell
Nope.
them, take note, this thing you did is wrong. Go and do it the right way. So the teaching process is still on, and they are not there yet, but we're still on it. And I hope that God will help me because it is not easy.
I like what you said earlier about even you are still a work in progress, and I like how you're also giving yourself the grace to like
Yeah,
recognize the fact that
yeah,
yes, it's not like this parenting, it's not like an end in itself. It's also like a lesson and journey. I like that lesson, and I think everybody else on the chat agrees the same. You have AAW on the chat who says yes. Start them young in the word. My teenager seeks God for himself now. He reads, he prays, and asks questions without us prompting. So,
yes.
yeah, that already gives you a sense of this mother speaking on the
Commendable.
chat. Yes. And you do have, let me see. There's a joke here. Sonship says, Rebecca used Isaac. Um, Isaac sides to manipulate the birthright. I believe she could also manipulate him to do a YouTube video for family content. Okay, YouTubers, you're overthinking. YouTubers, you're overthinking. And AAW adds there that her youngest is also very interesting. And Rebecca says, hugs are a must in my house too. That is your fellow mother. Rebecca is from Congo, but she lives in the UK, and I'm sure she's typing this on your
Oh,
house, so she's connected to you as well. So you have a lot of mothers who you're speaking to on the live stream today, and the youngest always very courageous. Just a few comments in there, and
yes,
of course, she adds by saying, yes, co-host, that is true, Stacy. We moms always want the best for our children. We always want the best for our children.
yeah.
And I like that conversation. For us to move away from this so that I can get into the content, what is that one lesson that these two kids have taught you? First of all, they are so adorable. They look amazing. What is that one beautiful
Yeah.
lesson that they've taught you that, you before they came into this world, you had your own way of life, but now that they're part of your life, what is that one lesson that forget everything else? Because I know every day is a lesson with them, but what is that one lesson that they've taught you yourself as a mom?
Okay, so as a mom, I know before now, if you ask me, just like you asked me before, that you want me to be politically correct with okra, right? Right, I should go straight.
Don't don't don't
So
talk about
no,
don't say anything about
yeah,
them and okra because we already know where this is going to
well,
go.
about that. So, as an individual, before I got married, if you ask me, what do you think about this? I'll tell you, this is what I stand for, and this is it. But when I had my children, I discovered that they are different people. These two children, in fact, I've noticed a trend in them. When it is morning before they would go to the school, you just hear them talking. When you go to the room, they are asking, are you not supposed to get ready for school? They would sit down and be discussing. I don't know the things they are discussing. Are you footing bills? No. But they will be having serious discussions. Now I've come to realize that I've come to realize that sometimes in their discussions they would start arguing, right? And I've mentioned teaching them how to tolerate one another. Initially, I would be like, this is the calmer one. I know she would not look for trouble. Then I would talk to the brother. I know you're always active. It must be from you. So one day, these children decided to do something with my life, and I told them, you can never use me to settle issues. Again, after they came, both of them reported, and the tension was high. This person was talking, that person was talking. At that moment, I was trying to breathe in and out to know if I could be the good judge or not, but it failed me. My strength failed me that day. So I decided to, I started navigating towards one of them. I can't remember the person exactly, but I started, like, I was trying to take side. Could you believe that at that moment, when the argument was still ongoing, before I knew it, these children were laughing. I became the among them. They looked at me and they laughed and brought their hands together, high fived each other, and said, never mind, we will sort our way out.
What?
God, that day, I told them, like, let them be doing whatever as far as they are not hitting each other. When you finish the problem, when you finish what brought that problem, you will solve it together because you told me never to mind. And that thing taught me something, that as a parent, I should not be quick. I should not be quick to start blaming any of my children. I should let these children grow in each other. This period that they are doing one thing or the other, it is, they are trying to discover their strengths and their weaknesses. And that also helped me to taught me that for every individual, if we're able to allow these children go through these processes, we're teaching them how to resolve conflict without much into. You understand? They can use their brain and find where the problem came from and solve the problem. So as a mother now, if you call me to come and cite who and who, I will tell you I was not there when the problem started. However, the problem started in this life. Go and find the root of that problem. You will always find the solution to it. I was not there when it started, so I shouldn't stress my brain to solve it, except if it means a lot, especially when it has to do with relationship, whether adults or whatever. Go back to that place. Go back to the drawing board. If you are intentional, you will solve it.
And you made Rebecca smile. Then Rebecca give you a blessing on your chat and says, Stacey, you're amazing. You're amazing. Your mindset is bright. You just got your flowers there from a fellow mom. And then even as she says, I want thinking that my children were gossiping about me. So she's also talking about the same thing. She's also found herself in those in that situation. And yeah, it's like yeah. Well, they have to gossip. You are content in their world. You are definitely going to be content. You brought them into this world. You're going to be the main part of the
Yeah,
content for sure.
I must say something here about that. Just to be on the lighter note, maybe we'll laugh about it. I remember there was a
Yeah.
day, I talk about faith, and you know how it is for Nigerians and religion, Africans generally. If it comes to
Yeah.
religion, there's a way to behave, and I'll say in Nigeria there is also a way a typical African Nigerian woman would behave, and if it is believed that you are religious, there's some there's a kind of attitude that is associated with them. I didn't know that that unconsciously I have even become that part of that Nigerian religious mother. So sometimes they would be gisting or talking, and as kids, they might say some things that do not sit well with me. And as a Nigerian Christian, we believe in the power of the tongue, right? We believe that you should say good things about yourself. So sometimes they might be saying some things, and those things will not sit well with me. And immediately they say that, I will just rush. I'll say, I reject it in the name of Jesus. I cover you with the blood of Jesus. And
What are they doing as you do this? So, like I'm trying to imagine the cute kids. So they're
I
just staring
do
at you
it
probably.
because one day I have been doing it, but I have not been intentionally monitoring the pattern. Till one day told me the African mother is here, Nigerian mother. So at a point, I got anointing oil. This anointing oil.
No, you
I
you
am not.
you did not go all that way. No.
No, I have it. I have it. Like, it has been
Okay.
prayed on. So sometimes there was a time something happened. I said, no, no, no. This thing you said, this word I just cancel it. Is not working. I have to anoint your lips. I will anoint your lips so that that this children were taking note of me. So one day I was in the sitting room and they were out. I can't remember what they were saying, but the two of them were having their regular discussions, meetings. And the brother said something that did not sit well with me. At that moment, when he said that, he didn't know I was there. I eavesdropped. But the Nigerian mother in me, my spirit had already gone up. My mouth was open to cover him with the blood of Jesus. Then immediately, his sister just said, she mentioned his name and said, hey, let mommy not hear you because she will just cover you with the blood of Jesus now.
And you could hear that conversation.
I know. I when she said that, something in me just went down. I just came by and said, "Hey, is this my life? So this meeting is about me."
And I like that because I think you have a very good summary from a mom on the chat who says,
Yes,
yes, we are not
thank
just
you.
raising children, we are nurturing future adults. Your intention, even in fun times, is beautiful. Uh, and
Yes,
then um, and then it's like me too. That's a black thing to not just Nigerian. My mom's favorite thing to say is that I bind it in the name of Jesus. And then people like Simone TV have the audacity to start screaming amen on the chat. Simone, it was an example. Simone, it was an example. It has nothing to do with, you are not supposed to like give it a reaction or drama. Uh,
yes.
yeah. Oh my god, that was good fun. But it's so nice for you just like finding them, for example, in that conversation, and then like when your daughter was saying, "Mom will come
Yes.
and find you and start binding you and everything," I'm sure you did not even dare do anything. You said, "I'm not going to be part of this. They can't know me this well."
I couldn't say anything. I had to just. My mouth was already open, remaining to. I cover you. Immediately she said I swallowed it, and I told myself, no, this girl cannot predict me. This girl has said everything. Let me swallow it. When I swallowed it, I said, "Is it me you're discussing like this at that place?"
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's so funny. Yeah, I think that was a very good joke, and I think I can imagine the laughter in that house sometimes.
Yeah.
Ah. Content
Oh
creation and
God.
digital,
God.
yeah, content creation and digital
Yeah.
growth, Stacy. And don't worry, I think we are getting towards the final bits because the beauty with your channel, it is so multifaceted. So I had to, even when I was thinking of structuring our conversation around the Sunday service, I had to go through these different subtopics so that at least we explore each and every one of them. When did you decide, like, now, knowing what you know now and be as honest as possible, be as direct as possible without even mincing words, knowing what you know now, what is that one thing you wish somebody told you before you joined YouTube? knowing what you know now. It could
Okay.
be positive, it could be how you want to frame it. It's
Okay.
just trying to reflect on your journey.
I I am actually breathing in and out so I can speak it with grace. Okay.
Do you need to
Okay.
to get to oil to
So
anoint your lips?
you say I know.
Do you need to anoint your lips before you say it? Do you need to
I'll go
anoint
to
your
the
lips?
my oil and take from it.
All right.
All
She
right.
needs
So
grace.
knowing what I know now, I would say that I wish someone told me that for me to grow on YouTube, I must invest in collaboration. If I come here, it is not just me coming, dropping my videos and going. I must invest in relating with people of like minds because working here is tough. But when you
Let me
meet
get
people, okay,
You've spoken. You've spoken.
yeah,
Carry on.
yeah, when you meet people who are of like minds, they would hold your hand here because hmm, YouTube will test your patience. If you just come on YouTube hoping that friends, family, loved ones will come, they might not give you that support because they don't understand what YouTube is all about. And they are not bad people. They
True.
don't understand what YouTube is truly all about. There are people who understand what YouTube is all about, but your niche is not what fascinates them. But if you find people of like minds, they will guide you, help you to niche down, or yeah, follow a particular path that you're passionate about. And I would also wished someone told me that I should be gracious to myself on YouTube. You know, sometimes as a YouTuber, you come here, everybody's you just come online and someone posts, I have been monetized. You go on their channels, they are telling you this is what I did to be monetized. My brother, you will watch the video, you go and do the same thing, it is not working. It is not working for you. But they told you this is what they did and they became monetized. Don't be hard on yourself. There is always a way out. Keep showing up and keep changing strategies that will work out for you. If you try the strategy of channel A, it did not work, maybe that is suitable for your channel. Go and use another method and keep trying. You can't get there in a day. No, there are people who got there in a day. Let me just not rule it out. But if it is not working out for you that way, be gracious to yourself. The only thing that I will say you should never stop doing is if you want to be on this platform, be consistent. Always show up, regardless of how you feel, regardless of the winnings, or if you're not winning, keep showing up. So that is what I wish someone told me. So I won't get frustrated. I won't burn out on this space. I will be gracious to myself.
The way
That's
Nino and Lo just screamed amen because of that statement. Like you literally spoke into their soul. Like, and that is an amazing couple watching you all the way in Canada. And they're like,
uh,
yes, you spoke right into their soul, and they're just screaming amen in that house. Um, I like that angle of extending grace to yourself. Like that is so powerful, Stacey. And a lot of people don't admit that you need to like give yourself the grace to also just embrace the growth and whatnot. And there's a reason you had to say why did you like give why did you actually say that as a key thing that as a key lesson that you have learned in this journey? Why should we
yeah,
as content creators, especially because we are still growing, and I always tell people that we are still growing as content creators. Even those of us who like got to like 1,000, we start off as zero. There are people get to 500. There are people get to 1,000. There are people get to 10,000. and you're always still
Yeah.
growing. You never really arrive in this particular platform. Even the guys I'll be interviewing a guest next month who will be coming to talk to us about how they got a silver button and how they have 100,000 subscribers. They are still growing. That's what they told me. Like, we are not where we need to be. We need to get the gold button. We need to be at 1 million. And
Yeah.
one of the things, they said the exact same thing you say, that one of the things we have learned in this YouTube space, and that's why we are willing to share what we know, is because we need to extend grace. You need to be gracious in this platform, because for them it is just numbers, and you may wake up one day and you find that the channel does not even exist anymore. So the reason they extend grace to themselves is because they don't like YouTube being a part of their identity. YouTube is just what they do. Yeah. So why is that crucial? Because I know you have these conversations with people even on your channel. Why should we extend that grace to ourselves as content creators? Why is it important?
It is important for you to have sound mind. If you don't extend grace to yourself, there will be burnout and it will affect you mentally. Just as you said, that the other person you intend to interview said YouTube, he doesn't want to associate YouTube to himself. Like, this is him. It should just be part of the purposes, something you enjoy doing, passion.
Yeah.
If it is not there, before I came on YouTube, I've been living my life, right? If YouTube is not there, I should also be happy without it. Even though I know that being on YouTube opens me up to many other people, I wouldn't have met you if not for YouTube. There are other people here who are seeing me. So it is a good platform. It has its benefits. Aside from the monetary benefit, it connects, it helps us build wider network, it helps us, we learn from one another. But we still need to give one another grace, so we'll have stable mind mental, like, stability upstairs. Because there's a way that if you're not gracious to yourself, you will see yourself comparing yourself with other people. As a here, I think I got to know many people here from the live streams that people were doing. I connected with you through live stream. You understand? So some people, okay, some people were monetized after I met them. In fact, some people I met them, they had just 100 subscribers, and maybe at that moment I had like 200, 200 subscribers. It's like I'm behind. Am I with you?
Yeah. Yes, we are together. Okay. Don't worry, I'm just listening.
Okay. So I had 300 subscribers. Some of them I connected with them at 150. While on that, within the space of 2-3 months, I saw them celebrating. They have hit their 1,000 subscribers, monetized also, and I was still struggling maybe with 400 subscribers. If I am not gracious to myself, I will be tempted to compare. But our journeys are different. You understand? Our journeys are different, and I think it will help you to have a stable mind. Stable mind, if you're gracious to yourself. I am a bit distracted because
the kids are back. The kids are back from the fellowship.
They have been back for, it's almost 1 hour 30 minutes. They were back. That was why I told you I was smelling the aroma of food in the house.
Oh, wow. Oh,
food. They went to do something in the kitchen too.
All right.
I know they are presently working.
Yes. Do you want me to give you a break or something, or we good? We can just carry on or something?
It wasn't about that. It wasn't about the break. I'm okay. I was a bit distracted by something. Everything is fine now.
Okay, cool. No worries. Yeah, no worries. You have a very beautiful question by somebody on the live stream, and I think this can help you set the context now, and maybe that can be your message when it comes to creation. AAW says, I admire moms that can do YouTube and she's asking you, where do you find the time? Where do you find the time? I know you had talked about this earlier on, but then just to like buttress what she's asking, she's saying, I am making a grocery list while I am watching this Sunday service. I am always multitasking. Now imagine throwing video editing in there, filming. God bless you, strong woman.
Thank you.
I
Thank
think
you.
she just literally said, yeah. What is your take on this? And I think maybe that can be a good encouragement for people maybe who may be
Right.
considering starting content creation and they're stressed about it.
About the content creation stuff, the first thing is, are you passionate about doing content creation? Are you passionate about this? If you are passionate about this, it is the first step that will keep you here, because it is truly not easy. Then, secondly, what kind of content do you want to make? If you are more of the lifestyle, I think almost every moment of your life, there's something you are doing that you would want to capture on your phone to share with us. So that with that, you can always keep your camera by the side while you are doing the regular things you do at home. If you are a stay-at-home mom who takes care of her home, or if you work, you can put this as part of the plans. I know many of the things we are doing now as moms, we were not doing them before, and we didn't know we would cope as mothers. But today, a baby came, you decided to plan your life, so you will be there for that baby, right? You
Yeah.
decided, I'm coming. My phone is charging. I just hope it is. All right. Excuse me, please. You decided
No.
to have for your baby, and this time that you've planned for that baby, you were using it for something else. But you suddenly noticed that after the baby came, you were able to spare time within your regular schedules to have time for that same baby. So if you still want to be a content creator, for me, I had to plan. After planning, I had to stretch, because if I would sleep on a regular by 9 p.m., I know that extending my sleeping time to 11 p.m. will grant me the opportunity to edit videos. The remaining 2 hours I can use to edit videos, right? So if it is something you can do, you can extend the time. If you sleep early, you can adjust your sleeping time. Tell yourself, I will use the ABC, plan the days that you will use for shooting videos, editing. That will make you more structured and organized. That is for people who are very structured. For me, sometimes I am not as structured as I said. So I might just have the inspiration and idea. And as I said, Nigeria, I said I was distracted. I had to put
Mhm.
on the generator, and there's our light is there. There's NEPA light. Let me use that. This is what we call electricity in Nigeria, NEPA. So someone wanted to go turn off my generator, but they were telling him to leave it, don't turn it off. Because he thought because there's light, I should be using the light, right? Now, this is one of the challenges we have in Nigeria. Sometimes you might want to shoot a content and there won't be light. So for someone who does not even have an alternative to power the generator, if you would structure your life, you might have the time, but the environment will not be conducive for you.
Mm.
So for me, in such situations, if I have the idea and I feel there is everything in place, I grab the opportunity. Even if I don't need that video at that moment, I will shoot it, keep it in my phone, and start editing it. There will come a time where I need videos, but the environment might not be conducive for me to shoot the video. I will go back to the collection of videos I have and upload on my channel. So it makes people think I am consistent. They might think I'm always putting my camera on and off, but they don't know that maybe one day, I use that one day to shoot four videos, right? So you could do
Mm.
something like this and it will be helpful. Then you find time around how you can edit, and that's it. It's not easy, but that's what we do.
I love that, and I think I like how you broke it down, like from from the top, and to show the possibilities, taking advantage of maybe the time that you're done, kids are asleep, you have some extra time, you can
Yeah,
strategize, and also leveraging even on the some of the challenges you're facing, like you batch record and then you edit it now, and then it's ready to go out and whatnot.
yeah,
Um, when it comes to like like your niche, I've noticed you explore different aspects, and I like how you summarize them in terms of these are moments with Stacy. It can be a moment
yeah,
to educate the girl child. It can be a moment to
yeah.
become an activist and advocate for the welfare of the women. It can be a moment to discuss about faith. It can be a moment to
Yeah.
like to discuss business and even have a panelist. I like there's I think an interview you did with I don't know, it was your sister-in-law or something, and the conversation just went there, and you guys were, you went and started discussing
Yeah.
the business angles of things. Um,
Yes, yes,
what inspires your niche, and even in terms of all these multifaceted topics
yes.
you explore in moments with Stacy?
Okay. Actually, something told me in my spirit that you will ask me this question, and so far so good. After
Mm.
since I
That's a
thought
very
the topic will be
that's
talking about,
that's a strong that's a strong spirit.
yes, I didn't really sit down to think about what I'll be saying. I just knew that if you ask me a question, I'll answer what I know.
Yes.
But something in my spirit brought this particular question, and I was like, "Why are you coming in my spirit? Why? Question why?" But finally, the question is here. So, um, what informed my choice of the niches I am covering on my channel is I'll first say that I have always been passionate about relationship, any kind of relationship. I might not be deeply romantic, that kind of the one that has butterflies in the belly. I might not be that much, but I love any kind of relationship, either marital relationship, relating with mother-in-law, relating with siblings, friends. I naturally love where there is peace. Anywhere I go to and there is friction, I shut down. And it is always difficult for me to connect with. Are you seeing me?
Yes, I'm
Are you
agreeing with
seeing
you.
me?
Me too. Me too. Me too.
Okay,
Me too.
okay,
I'm
okay,
just like
okay, okay,
you said something that I
okay.
relate to.
So yes. So any environment I go to and there is friction, I shut down. And I don't like friction. So because I know that frictions would always come from misunderstanding between either couples or among friends or among children and whatsoever, I have to take time to study why why are people always struggling with relationships? Why is this place tensed? Why can't we choose
Mm.
peace? Is laughing together a problem? Does it look like a problem? Isn't it therapeutic to be happy? So things like this interest me, and I know for a while I have always been that kind of person. Even among my friends, I would want to bring this person together, connect this person with this person, relate with this person. I would love to talk about how relationships should work, marital relationship, how a woman should be treasured by a man, how a woman should also respect the man and stuff like that, how there should be balance in relationship. And for some time, I have always had people who would come to me and we'll just be discussing and we'll be talking. And from those conversations, they'll be like, what if you had shared this with someone? I think it would have helped these people. I think it would have done this. I think it would have done this and stuff like that. So that began to come into my subconscious mind. And because I do business, I have always loved to be in the clique of people who are successful. To some extent, I might not have seen everyone around me who is successful, but I love to see that everyone is successful. So, if I have ideas, especially business ideas, and I think I know someone in my circle who can do that to make some income so he or she will be independent, I would want to share with the person. So I've, to some extent, gathered some ideas about business. And while I am having these ideas, I have a picture of the people who can benefit from these ideas if I share with them. So the thought
Mhm.
to have a platform where I could share my ideas. They might not resonate with everyone, but I just know that there is someone who might pick from these ideas and it will be a turning point for them. So I decided that I can't just make my channel to be one sided, maybe talking about marriage. What if I don't have any inspiration to talk about marriage? And that day I am inspired to talk about business. What happens to that knowledge? Should I let it die? Should I just let that knowledge, that inspiration go? So let me just have a channel that can embrace all of these different dimensions. So if I am thinking of investment or money or anything, my channel should be, I should be able to say that on my channel and not feel bad because it is written there that I can talk about money. If it is about relationship, I can confidently post it or make a video about that and I will feel safe. If it is about
Mm.
marriage, so that thought is what informed my choice of different niches and why I do different things on my channel.
How do you stay consistent, especially when life gets busy? Because you have a business you're running. You are a mom of two amazing and kids who can also be part of. Let me just call them a job by extension.
Yeah.
You're a wife. So there are certain expectations there. um so when life starts life in, and I remember, because I remember I remember when you are looking for your WH, and I used to see you, I used to pass by when you are doing those loops and stuff.
Yes.
And it was a struggle for you, and after you got monetized, and I was even cracking a joke with you here the other day. You, the day you got
Great.
monetized, you are done with live streams. You closed that chapter and you moved on. You moved on completely,
I
because
used to
I have never seen you live, like, again, like, since you got monetized, because I think for you, you're just like, this is so much work. Me, I'm not going to be doing this. So how do you like, life gets busy. How do you stay consistent and you still keep posting this amazing video without also compromising on the quality of your videos that we talked about earlier?
okay, just as I said before, for me to do this, um, I sometimes make videos as I'm inspired, even when I have videos on ground. So
Mm.
I sometimes have a collection of videos on ground and I edit when I'm free. But again, just as I said before, I am gracious to myself. If it happens that I am unable to meet up, I won't hit myself. I'll leave the channel like that, my brother. I'll look for weekend. I,
I like the
I
honesty.
I will leave it like that. But there's something I always do. I will not make it a habit. If I miss a video today, it should not be a habit that the next time I am still relaxed. So that day I don't have a video on ground. Instead of just sitting back or whatever, I should use that time to be editing a video so I can meet up with the next day that I'm supposed to upload a
Mm.
video. So even if I skip, it should be maybe a day. For now, I make 2 videos a week after monetization. Before now, I used to do weekly, but now
Yeah.
I tried 2 a week. And again, another thing that helps me is if I am unable to get a video, excuse me, I might just find something that I can talk about, show up on live stream. So that time you're supposed to make a video. If you can show up, just show up and do 10 minutes, 30 minutes, because the video you wanted to upload was supposed to be 20 or 30 minutes video or 10 minutes or 15 minutes video. So if I can get a topic and show up on my channel for 10, 15 minutes and live stream, I know I've still kept the channel busy. That will be adding up to my consistency, right? So I think that would be helpful. That's something that just came into my head. I used to do it. I used to do it. Yeah. Even though I'm not doing live stream like before, but that's what I used to do. But if I can't show up on live stream, people of God, I look for food and eat and sleep. Don't be too hard on yourself.
I like how people of God, don't be too hard on yourself. Don't be too hard on yourself. Um, Another question that may be very personal, and this will make me move on from the YouTube question. YouTube, as we said, is for me. I call YouTube the and Eric. Nice to see my brother Eric is in the building. Welcome, welcome, Eric. Classic. I thought I saw Classic in there as well. Thank you so much for popping in. The YouTube can get difficult. You know, there are those moments of slow growth, and you also talked about comparison. And sometimes, as much as as much as sometimes we normally say, don't compare yourself with the next person because you don't know what their story is. Sometimes it's very difficult to not compare. I don't know what I'm saying. My English, I think I lost it there for a bit. You get the point.
Yes.
Yeah, because sometimes you are seeing canvas. Sometimes you are seeing canvas of a runner here. Sometimes you are seeing Miss TikTok girl mix vlogs here, and you're like, this Miss TikTok is prospering. You know, it's not. You can't hide it because you're in the community and you can see it. You're like interacting with them in the community. What do you do, especially in those moments of like, and I like how you gave me an example that Goga, sometimes I could not see progress on the live streams, and for me they were not making any sense because I'm not seeing the audience. I come there, I'm talking to myself for hours. It's not making sense. Those moments of slow growth, those moments sometimes you post a video and you're not getting the views. Those moments of like you know, there are those slow moments that you wish could be faster. It is those slow moments of YouTube is not responding to you as fast as you'd want. How
Those
do you
moments you
handle
upload a video and you're checking. Those moments you upload a video and
yes
2 minutes you're checking how many views do I have, and you're seeing 2 views. You go back 30 minutes later, you come back, you say, oh God, what is
come back
going
and
on?
check and
What is
things
going
like that? Those moments, you know, and I like those moments because it's important to be honest. And I used to crack a joke here even back in the day. There are even those moments when you don't see somebody on your live stream, you come with a ninja to your live stream.
Yeah.
There are people
Yeah.
actually ninjas to their own live streams to show that somebody is watching them. And you know, it is very painful, but it is just the nature of this
That's
business.
what
The
it is.
slow moments. How do you navigate that and you know and still be able to like stay true to yourself because those moments are really real. Those moments are real. And what
Truthfully speaking,
and
yeah.
yes, carry on.
Um, truthfully speaking, you know, when we talk about not comparing ourselves, comparing our channel with another channel, we already know that the tendency to compare is there. If it was not there, we will not talk about it. And how it creeps into our minds is from the illustrations you gave. You want to succeed. You want to succeed in a place. And when you go there, you see everyone succeeding. And you're trying even the formulas they shared with you. And it looks like it is not working for you. So the tendency to compare is there. And if you feel like comparing, please don't feel bad. It is natural. But why we always say that it is good when we start feeling that thought, we should do something different to help ourselves, is because comparison will steal your joy. But it is good that you had the feeling that makes you feel like comparing. You know why? Because it
Yeah.
sets your tone. Yes, it helps you. You know that okay, this thing I am doing, I am not there yet, but these people
Canvas,
were here.
canvas,
And they're able
canvas
to.
of Arana is Canvas of Arana is calling it the chest pains. Yeah, the chest pains. Those ones. Yes. Thank you for saying it. That's it. That's the one.
That's it. I was
Like
telling my husband, I said, my chest, what is going on? It's like they should carry, and he said, your chest, YouTube is involved.
the
I said, how
chest
did
pains. I like how she just said, Goga, just be honest. It's a chest pain. I'm comparing. It's painful. Yes.
yeah. So, so it is also good that you sometimes that thought of seeing somebody doing well and that thought coming to your mind is good though. I will say, if we will look at it in the positive sense, it is good because it motivates you, and it prepares your mind to know that this thing I am doing, I will get there if I put more effort and I keep chasing this particular dream. I will get there. If they can, I can. So if the thought comes, channel it in the right way. Don't be so bad and feel bad about yourself. To do this is not easy, but when the thought comes and you start looking at it in the right direction, it helps out. That's one thing about me. When something wants to take my peace away, I would tell myself, what is the positive side in this thing? Because I notice that when I see the positive side of it, immediately the burden lifts me. I start seeing a different thing. So it is what you saw that make you feel bad. You get what I'm saying? It is what you're seeing that makes you feel bad about your channel, makes you feel bad about what you're doing. But if you see what they are doing and you look at the positive side, it will motivate you to put in more effort and find the best strategies that can make your channel excel. So find the strategies that work for you when that thought comes so you can excel. But don't feel bad when it comes.
I love that. And I like what you said about and never believe everything people say. Well, that's one of the things I think I've actually had to like internalize, especially on this space. Everybody, for me, this is how I approach YouTube, and I'm sure Stacey will give you experience. For me, I always approach YouTube in a very, my approach on YouTube is normally very simple. And sometimes I think people think it's very simplistic. For me, I always think everybody on YouTube is a salesman. Everybody's always, that's how I approach YouTube. For me, yeah, everybody on YouTube is selling something. And I think it makes it very easy for me when I look at it that way, because you may be selling something, but I'm not interested in a lot of things. You get? And then there are some places you'll be like, I like what this person is selling. And that for me is what keeps me now. I'm like glued, because I'm like, I like the energy here. I like the thought leadership in this channel. I like the broad-mindedness here. You see, it may not even be something that you are doing, even in a niche, but it may just be even the kind of environment you are curating on the platform.
Yeah, how you branded yourself.
How you branded yourself, because everybody is a salesperson. You're trying to sell something. You want for people to watch those things, for people to watch your channel. You are selling. So are you going to, are you worth my time as a potential customer? Because that is what is going to make me stay. And if I come and something does not align with me, I will not stay. And let's just be honest, I will not stay there. It's not my brand. I don't agree with whatever you are selling. I'll move on to the person who is selling what I want to buy. And I'm not talking about buying necessarily to the people on the chat. So for me, I think that has always helped me, like, not be very. I don't really have a lot of attachment when it comes on YouTube, especially. And I'm sure you've seen these people do content like, do these 3 things in order to get like $1,000 in 3 days. I never click on those videos. Clickbait for me. Like, I never click on those videos.
When I was new on YouTube and I had not known myself very well. Thank God you asked me what are things I would have wished I was told before coming on YouTube. At those moments, any video I saw that had those thumbnails, we rush it. We used to rush those. We would rush. It's well. But at the end of the day, I noticed that sometimes it is not the truth. They are just making their content. And if it is the truth for other people who found it to be the truth, but maybe for me, no.
No, and it's important to be. It takes a lot of I think for you as a Christian, you would understand. Sometimes it takes a spirit of discernment. You know, like you need to discern. For me, I always when I look at content on YouTube, I think sometimes it's probably because I'm an overthinker. Sometimes, for me, I'm like, why is this person selling this so aggressively? I mean, if they are going to get rich in 3 days, why are they still working so hard on YouTube? That's how I think. Why are they still struggling? Because you should be a millionaire. I'm like, guys, the day I become a millionaire on YouTube, you will kiss the ring on my finger because I will not be doing anything much on these streets. I'll have people staff to do this. I'm like, why is this person selling this so hard? Why are they like really forcing me to click on this video? That's how I look at it. And then I always know, oh, they're selling something. They need you there because they're on a mission. They need to get this money. They need to get these millions. And you're going to be the one to help them do that. So I always say, don't give yourself so much pressure. Stacy, you're frozen. I don't know if you can hear me. She's frozen for a bit. Let me see whether I can catch up on the chats. Double Roses Twins, welcome. Nice to see you. Thanks so much for coming in. Simone is saying that is so true. Red Room is giving me some emojis there. Let me see as I wait for my co-host to come back. She'll be back shortly. I like how she froze so nicely. Let me see. Yeah, she froze so nicely. She just froze like, huh. Yeah, she'll be coming back. I think the network maybe must have kicked her out and everything. Double Roses, how you doing? Welcome. I saw you guys preparing for the holidays the other day with your sister. I was on your live stream very early in the morning. I saw you guys in the morning there. You did not look like you are at home. You are not at home. That was definitely a different place. All right. So as I wait for Stacy to come back, she froze up. So normally what happens is that when the network starts like doing that thing, or maybe the phone got a problem, the co-host normally freezes a bit, and then so we have to wait for them to come back. But I know she'll be back shortly. I've actually kept her longer than necessary because it's already 3 hours. So we need to like wrap up the conversation. But anyway, it's the last part of our conversation. Stacy, you can talk to her all day. But the content creation, I saved it for last because I knew there is where you guys are going to have, a lot of like reactions and opinions and stuff. That's why we saved it for last. So everybody think of it as sales. Think of it as sales. It will always make your life so easy because anytime you interact with somebody, you'll always be like, what is this person selling? And then that helps you like understand which market you want to stay in and which market you're going to run away from. That's how I look at it when it comes to creation. Nino and Lo says, I really love your sense of community when it comes to sharing business ideas with your community at large. Oh, thank you so much, Nino and Lo. And Nino and Lo, it was so nice to see you back on YouTube streets the other day. It was so nice to see you back on YouTube streets. Let me take a call real quick. I'm coming back. Stacy's calling me, guys. I'll be back. Let me just pick that call real quick. Give me like a minute. Let me attend to the call. Stacy, what happened? Okay. No worries. And then I think, don't worry, I will not keep you more than 20 minutes or so because I think that was the last segment of our conversation. So you just take your time and I'll buy you time. Yes, just come back on the link and then it will bring you back up. Because your Instagram is already very clear and it's not breaking, so I think it will be fine. And your internet has been very steady anyway. She's coming back. She's just trying to like reconnect. Bless. Yeah, I know. I did not mute. Thank God I did not say anything. Blessed is telling me, Goga, your microphone is open. Thank you so much, Blessed. These people are not even telling me my microphone is closed. These people, they love receipts too much. They were not even telling me my microphone is open. They wanted to hear. Stacy, can you imagine our private call? I had not muted my mic. So only one person on the chat is telling me that my microphone was open. The rest wanted to hear the entire gist. These people and gossip.
I am sorry for
Only blessed told me that my microphone was on. The rest of you, you just wanted to hear what I'm going to say. Then you can get receipts. I serve a living God. Thank God I did not say anything strange.
God.
Imagine if I started gossiping here. Can you imagine?
I'll come
Imagine if I started saying other unrelated things. Hey, that will be content for
for
some people.
who we'll edit the then.
I know we will have ended the live stream and then we go edit it and then we put them on private and then we have to then we disappear from YouTube for 3 days.
It is well.
Oh goodness. But there are so many. There are like 20 people on the live stream. That is like a lot of people. Those are so many witnesses. You can't even like if it is that live stream
Yeah.
where you just one or two
Oh,
people watch, you can handle. But 20 people, oh my goodness,
oh.
that's a lot of witnesses.
And those that will come for replay.
No, usually when I realize I've made a mistake, I normally put my live stream on private mode so that they cannot find it completely.
Oh,
I go edit the part out and then boom. When they come, they won't find it.
that's just the solution to the problem.
Anyway, I don't know. Where were we? We were discussing something around I think I forgot. Just I don't know that you remember.
I went blank too. I went
Guys, what
blank.
are we discussing? Don't worry, let us ask the chat because they are always listening to us. It's always easier to get it from them. What were we saying before we got lost? we were discussing about the idea of looking at people as sales. And I was telling you about these channels that are normally saying that make money, I don't know, in 3 days. I never click on them because I know it is misleading and they are using me as views and stuff like that. So I think that's where we were. And we got a compliment here from Nino and Lo, who said, I really love your sense of community when it comes to sharing business ideas with your community at large. So we just got some comments. So I think you're going to react to that video, that kind of video, and you are saying how when you joined YouTube, yeah, something like that.
Yes, thank you. Okay. So I stand on what you said because for me this is the first time I'm hearing this analogy and it made a lot of sense to me.
Yeah.
Like YouTube is where everyone is coming to sell something. All of us came here to do something. It is either I want to share my knowledge or I want to share knowledge and earn, there is definitely something. So if we are able to take out this sense of attachment, it will help. Because I think that was where I almost missed it here. When I started joining people's live streams, I started becoming attached to some channels. And then, I already said I'm into business. So I
Yeah.
noticed that most of the times I was supposed to respond to my customers, clients, and what have you, I would be with my phone running up and down checking for people who were not checking for me. Now, with the illustration you gave, um, the people who never checked on my channel are not bad people. It is just that what I am selling is not what they want. Everyone goes to the market to buy something, right? So if I decide that I will be sleeping on their channel, I should not feel um I shouldn't feel entitled to them coming to my channel. It then means that whatever they are selling to me is what I like, right? But at that time I did not understand this analogy, and I would say I felt bad because I was looking at do me I do you. If you know this
Yes.
Nigerian, do me
Yeah.
I do you. Man no go vex. Nigerian people. But at that time, and what it means is if I am there for you, you have to be there for me. So no one gets hurt. Right? Let me just explain the literal meaning. But I was doing and was expecting them to return the energy. And then man vexed. That is, I became angry. Right? I felt bad. that they were not showing up and whatever. But where I got my liberation was when I thought in this line, but I didn't see it as the analogy. I thought in this line that my content will not resonate with everyone. Just as some
Mm.
of the channels I was even going to were not really my something
Your
that
it.
interested
Yes, your
me
need
like that.
now.
So,
Yeah.
but I was just making time to be there. But those people are smart enough to know that uh, this is not what they are looking for, and they are not ready to show up on my channel. It was left for me to know if I will be going there just for
Mm.
going sake, or because I love what they are doing. So on this platform, just as you said, let's just look at it in this part, in this simple way, that this is where people are selling things. Your content might be loved by people, and it might not be. Just show up. There is this set of people who will always like what you're doing. And you've also mentioned something about it's like YouTube is after your channel. You know that one, you're looking for you're looking for views, and the views are not coming. This thing,
Mm.
it's like I'm looking at that level at this moment. I noticed that getting views is a bit hard. No matter how
Yes.
quality the video is,
Mm.
unlike before, I could just make a video, drop it there. Some days later, I will notice that there are views in the video, but now it is not happening as it used to be. So what I will tell you,
Mm.
yeah, what I'll
No,
tell
no.
you is this is what we have seen, and maybe we'll wait till the YouTube gurus will help us out. Don't be hard on yourself at this level of my life. BP, there's what we call blood pressure. When medication is, it should not come close to me.
I like that because, and I totally agree with you because
I will do my
views
best.
views are doing so badly. I think across YouTube, even the YouTube gurus are struggling for views nowadays because they're complaining about their videos not getting views after 2 days. And I think there's just a problem with the entire view thing, and I think a lot of people have been complaining about it.
Yeah.
Um, and I guess YouTube is that's definitely a YouTube problem. We may not have control until they fix it. But
Yeah.
I think I like that analogy of in this time and age, I'm not going to give myself blood pressure. I will do what I can. I will show up in the best way I know how, and
Wow.
I will try as much as I can to make sure that I nurture the community that I would also want in my own little ways. I think I
Yes.
like. But overall you feel like it was worth your time, right? Because this is, I like the analogy you gave about your channel being like a baby, and you have to create time to nurture this baby, feed the baby, and I think I
Yeah.
love that analogy. It's very nice.
Yeah.
Like it's
Yes.
you have to
Yes.
attend to the baby until you see the baby get the nutrients and
Yes.
the kind of.
Nurture the. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, all right.
I like what is going on here. I love what I'm doing. I
Yeah,
love
I
it.
like that. And I think that's the most important thing. Like that is, if
It's
you love
not
what
just,
you're doing, yeah.
yeah. It's not even just about just showing up on YouTube. Personally, I think I write better than I speak.
Mm.
Yeah, I write better than I speak, and I have a lot. I will have so much in my mind to talk about. But I envy this kind of people who want to say something, and it's like it is programmed in their head. Their grammar
Yeah.
is, their lexical choices on point, and within a short period of time, with no many examples around, they hit on the message immediately. This is not me. This is not me. I think I might do that more in writing, but YouTube has helped me to grow from just being a writer to
Mm.
the skill to speak. I know I might not be doing the best. Even some people who joined here, they might be like, at least someone has said that I am too fast. So I've learned. So
No,
they might
yeah.
she is not really speaking the way I want her to speak with, like she's not posh, she's not calm, she's not, but YouTube is helping me. Now, such words as this said here has helped me to know that I should slow a bit. I might
Mm.
be too fast for some people to understand me. So, in communication, slow a bit. When you're talking, slow so you can communicate well. And these are some of the things that I am learning on YouTube. Beyond the dollars, we are learning how to speak.
Yes, public speaking, and I like what there's some nice comments coming through. Nino and Lo says, as a salesman, your delivery is equally as important as the product you are selling. And I like
Yeah.
that conversation around delivery because I think, and you're just talking about it. East African workout girl says, I go at my own pace. I can't stop working out because of the views. I love to work out, and because her channel is a fitness channel and it's really content.
Wow.
I like what you said about public speaking. Like YouTube actually made me a better public speaker. YouTube made me more confident. I always tell people I'm an introvert and I don't know, they never believe it. Like for
I
me,
am too.
yeah,
Same
I'm
here.
an introvert as well.
I'm
Like for me, I just don't like interacting with people in real life. Like it just I keep to myself a lot. So it's just that
a
because the nature of, yeah, my job is what forces me to talk to people. And sometimes I'm just like, if you can make me not talk to those people, I'll be more than happy not to talk
yeah,
to them. But YouTube, I think, made me get out of my shell. And even the people who are close to me, they were noticing, they were like, the version of you on YouTube is not the person we know in real life, and we are the ones who have to deal with you in real life. But that Goga on YouTube is a very different person.
yeah,
Um, but yeah,
yeah.
you become, there's just something about it makes you a better public speaker, more confident. You can easily articulate things because you're talking to the world.
Yes,
And
yes.
I think I love that. I love that. I love that. And those are good things of growth. Is there
Yeah.
one thing that in retrospect, when you look back, you say,
In
I
what?
am glad
And one
is there,
thing that what?
when you look back on your journey on YouTube, you trying to create and do videos, and I know you've talked about how you become you're able to articulate yourself better because of YouTube. Is there any other thing that when you look at yourself, life before YouTube and life today, as Stacy Jonathan, you would actually attribute it to you joining the content creation community and space?
Okay, so yeah, YouTube has made me more enlightened.
Yeah.
Before I mentioned that I am passionate about relationship, whatsoever kind of relationship, marital, um, friendship, relationship between parents and the children, and other things. Um, I was passionate about that. I love that in my space. You said you are an introvert. At a point, I thought I'm an introvert too, but
Yeah.
lately I think I'm an ambivert. I could resonate with each of this. I could be an introvert if I don't flow with you, but if I'm comfortable in your space, I can be the most expressive person. It's just that I need to be connected to you. So that's
Yeah.
where you will notice that I can be so expressive, I can talk, I can do all of that. Now, with this aspect of relationship, I had always admired building relationship from home. So I could build relationship with someone, and I could be this caring person you have met online. You'll be like, wow, she's so nice. If you're close to me, the day you ask me, come and check up on me, oh, I want to see you, I will switch off my phone. You very focused. Like,
You did just say it.
I don't. Why are you looking for me? Why do you want to be in my physical space? I switch off the phone. I am just nice online, but I think being on YouTube, talking about these things, reading, because I have to still study, right? I know them, but I need to study to be sure what I know someone knows about it too. It corresponds with another knowledge somewhere, and that is what we
Mm.
do. By the grace of God, I'm a researcher also. So in research, you have
Nice.
to
Me too.
consult.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. You need to consult other literatures, check what another person has said about the topic, and see the areas of alignment, areas of divergence, and see how you can make your own new thoughts from those knowledges you've acquired.
Yeah.
So I had to start studying. And for me to do be what I am preaching, because there's something about me. If I tell you to do something and I don't do it, I become the most guilty person in the world. I learned this from my father. He said, "Do as I say, right? Do as I
Yeah.
do." If
Not
he's
as a,
telling you, yes, not
yeah.
as I say, if he's telling you to do something, you want to do it, so he doesn't feel guilty. And I have grown up with that thing. So as I've been teaching on this space, I told myself one day, if you like this that much, and yes, you're doing it very well online. You can meet with someone, you can be the shoulder they will cry on, they can lean on, you will show up any kind of the showing up. But when they say show up physically, why are you running? You have to just change from this. So I decided to be intentional now. I decided
Nice.
to start making efforts. I That was why I even went on my vacation. I told myself all these people I've built relationship with, it is time I connect with them in a space. I should meet them. Let us connect heart to heart physically. There is something it does. And this is one thing that YouTube has helped me. It has helped me to learn and also practice what I am teaching. Yeah.
I love that. Well said. Well said. And a lot of conversations around learning. I like how you said you also like research. You edify yourself before you like share with others. What you're doing. When it comes to like the kind of impact you are creating, especially as Stacy, when people watch your channel, what is that one thing you want them to walk away with? Like there's a beautiful collaboration you've done today, and most likely you're going to meet people from my community. I've met people from your community like Nengi and the rest. When people walk away and out of your interacting with Stacy Jonathan, what is that one thing you always want them to walk away with?
The one thing I want them to walk away with is to know that you are unique. I am talking to the people now. You are
Yes.
special. You are unique. You are an individual with your unique abilities, right? So don't be hard. As I said before, be gracious to yourself. There are things about us that we wish would be different, right?
Mhm.
Sometimes we look at ourselves and be like, oh, I wish I am more intelligent than I am. I wish I am taller than I am. I wish I am more beautiful than I am. I wish I'm light skinned than I am. I wish I am smarter than I am. I wish I talk like this person instead of the way I'm talking. Please be
Yeah.
gracious to yourself. You are you, and there is no replica of you. Someone might look like you, someone might act like you, but someone can never be 100% you. So be gracious to yourself. I have always preached authenticity. That is one thing that drives me, connects me with people. I love people who are authentic. Authenticity might not be the thing that attracts people to you at the initial stage, but authenticity will always keep people around you. If you fake it, when people find out that you faked it, they will run away from it. So make sure you are as authentic as expected. So when people come around you, they will connect, and they will connect and stay. Whatever brought them to you will keep them.
All right. Authenticity, and that speaks to volumes of you as a human being or as a person. Um, if somebody was to come to Moments with Stacy 1 year from today, which is like next year, 3rd of November 2026,
Yeah.
where do you see Moments with Stacy? Especially in the next 1 year. And I'm using that intentionally because I know there's a way you are thinking of your content, of how you want, where you want to go with it. Especially now after you've been monetized, what does that look like? If you are to look at the
I,
crystal ball, just to talk about Moments with Stacy.
I have to close my eyes to see what I want to say clearly.
Yeah.
I have to close my eyes so I can see what I want to say clearly in the vision. So I might not share the details of what is my plan, but I expect to have more knowledgeable people, host more knowledgeable people on my channel. Especially people who will talk about, will sensitize people about health. I would love to have a medical doctor who will talk about some of the most challenging sicknesses like cancer, you know, because these are things that they are, it is dreadful, and sometimes the knowledge that is shared can help people know and navigate around life and become more informed. So I would love to have people from wider scope of life to talk about life issues generally, because one of the niches I cover is life issues. So the life issues I talk about mostly are more sociological, but I want to infuse aspects of health, money. Money has always been, but let's go deeper,
Yeah.
bigger people. And I pray I will be connected to bigger resources, people who are more popular, who are known in these fields more. So when they are sharing their knowledge, there will be a level of confidence from people to digest those information and practice them. So moments with Sexy will be a bigger channel, hopefully.
And it is growing because you're on the road. Yeah, because
Yeah,
you're on the road to 2K, and
yeah,
I think, yeah, you're on the road to 2K, and I think monetization always just motivates, like it's like a very big deal. It's a milestone. Some people don't see so much into it, but I think it always just like it takes off a burden off your back in a bit, so that you can keep pushing just to see how the
yeah,
channel can maybe, can maybe like pivot and maybe become something even much bigger than what you envisioned it to be. Guys, I don't see any question on the chat that I can ask Stacy. I know I've kept her here for over nearly 4 hours, and I think I needed to just like wrap up the conversation so that at least we can release her, so that she can hang
yeah.
out with at least the kids and
Okay.
the family. So if there's anybody on the chat with any question, if you have not yet connected to Stacy, this is a final chance to jump over to her live stream. It is on the pinned link, so that you make sure that you've connected to her. Jump over to
Yeah,
her live stream, so that as we are finishing and wrapping up this conversation, you are part. I'm giving you like 5 minutes so that you can stay there. 5 minutes is enough time for you to like stay there, connect, be part of that house. And then at least when we end the live stream on her side, you'll have connected to her, and then at least it will stick. We need that
yeah,
connection to stick. We need that
yes, yes,
connection to stick, so that at least you can be part of that beautiful community.
yeah.
Stacey, I just want to say thank you so much for really agreeing to this. I know it has been a progress, and I remember when I approached you, I'm sure you're like, Goga, why me? Why me? Why me? Why me?
That was the
Um, yeah, but no, but I see you, and I've seen your content, and I've seen the kind of conversations you have, just how you package yourself, even how you organize yourself. And I knew that we needed to have you at the Sunday service before the year comes to an end, and especially because you had just celebrated a milestone. I knew
yeah,
that it was going to be an amazing opportunity for you to like just encourage somebody
yeah,
who may be beating themselves for not like getting there so as fast as they would want it. You are the best person to actually deliver that message this November, and I think you did an amazing and excellent job. I love what you say. For me, collaboration is only, if you ever want to get my attention, just see the word collaboration on YouTube. It works
collaboration.
very
Yeah,
well for me.
it
The
does.
reason the reason we normally have platforms like the Sunday service is to shine a light on amazing content creators who are doing amazing things around the world. It does not matter the number of subscribers they have. It does not matter the kind of where they are from. You are seated in Nigeria, I am seated in Kenya, and we are having a conversation that is impacting people who are in the States, people in
Yeah,
London, people in the Philippines. I see Mark and Venus in the Philippines. I see Daboros's twins there who are seated in the States, and they're all
yeah,
following this. They're all following this amazing conversation we are having. That is the power of this platform. And for me, collaboration is always a very big thing for me, and that is why we conversation. And I like the fact that you are doing this. I like it, the fact that on your channel is on video form, but it's still passing the same message, different format,
Yeah,
but same message. And I'm so honored that you
yeah,
created the time to come and talk to us. The last thing I'm going to do, I'm just going to give you a chance to do like a wrap up of everything in case there's anything that maybe you wanted to like share with us that you may not have asked because of the time. You can articulate it at this particular point. Otherwise, I think you're most welcome. I think we have to collaborate again because I think our conversation is not ending. And you say something very well. You feel at home. Even me, I felt at home having this conversation. And the beauty is that when you feel at home in a conversation, it means the conversation can always continue at
yeah.
another time.
Which
So
is
allow me to give you that chance to just like wrap up, regurgitate your message. If you feel like you need to, if you can give us a prayer before we leave, that's also will be welcome. Because when you are a woman of faith, you can commit us into prayer so that I can give you that chance to just bless the chat and everybody who came in here. They may be going through whatever they are going through. You can do that, and then I will end the live stream on your end so that the people can come back here. I read the affirmation and then we can raid somebody. I need that time so that my moderator can figure out the raid command for me. Goga and raid. So I need them to do that. So guys, as Stacy is wrapping up this conversation, please get out of my live stream right now. Go to the live stream. It is on the pinned link. Let's get her to 1.9K. Then she has 100 to go. Mike and Venus, thank you so much for subscribing. Crossdale, I see you there. Crossdale is saying the ads are adding Goga. Yes. Crossdale, can you give me that other house of yours? I know you have the Xdale house,
yes.
the one that you
Fine.
baptized. Double Roses twins, thank you so much. Double Roses, I want to see that house, both of them in Stacy's house. I know you have more than two houses, Double Roses twins. Um, Give me those houses before I start calling out your ninjas, guys. Go and drop some amazing emojis there on Stacy's live as she
She,
sums up the conversation for us. And then once she finishes and she does the last prayer, we end her live stream. You guys come back here so that we can read the affirmation and then we can let you guys go and enjoy your week. Right.
yeah.
Over to you, Stacy.
All right. So first off, I want to say a big thank you to you, Goga, for this privilege, for showing me your platform or bringing me on your platform rather. I am very, very grateful. It is a privilege for me to come here and meet new people. And this is one of the collaborations I would advise us to be having on YouTube, that we can always show up or give our platforms for other channels to shine their lights. I'm so grateful, and I'm also grateful to everyone who gifted me today, who subscribed to my channel, who watched my videos, who joined. I am grateful. Thank you so much. So my last word will be this: um, if you are new, please be consistent. Um, please connect with people of like minds. Connect on other people's channels and support. Then make sure you don't just drop videos anyhow. You are a brand, and if you fail to brand yourself very well here, you might not be as attractive as you expect others to find you attractive. So be the attractive brand, be that kind of brand that every other person would want to connect with. You might not be the perfect brand, but be in the process. Work on yourself. We're all work in progress, so I am working on myself, but just don't remain in one place. Be a work in progress. Keep pushing, keep showing up. Are you with me here, Goga?
Yes, I'm here. I was just waiting for you to finish.
So, should I go ahead with the prayer?
Yes, please.
Okay. So let me pray. I am a Christian, so please, eyes closed. Yeah, in Jesus' name. Our Father, we thank you for a time like this. Thank you for the Sunday service. Thank you for the conversations we had. Thank you for all that we shared here. Thank you for the impact in our lives and in the lives of those who joined. Father, we say thank you. Thank you to everyone who joined, who are anticipating a kind of growth on their channel, who want a change on their channel, who want to be monetized. Father, may you help their channels to be monetized as well in Jesus' name. Father, I pray for wisdom to harness the best strategy to apply in each of our channels so our channels will grow in the name of Jesus. Thank you for Goga who hosted me here. Thank you for his channel. There will be growth on his channel in the name of Jesus. Thank you also to everyone who gifted me. May you bless them more and more in the name of Jesus. To everyone who supported in any way, Father, may you bless them in Jesus' name. Thank you, Father, for answering our prayers. We ask that tonight, as we go to sleep, may you cover us with your precious blood. For in Jesus' name we have prayed. Amen.
Amen.
Amen.